Pokémon, the ultimate trainer. This video is purely for entertainment and does not infringe on copyrights or laws. The rights to the novel and image belong to the original author. We do not claim ownership. Don't like waiting and want to listen to this fanfic in full now? Subscribe to our Patreon, where you'll find the best fanfics. Chapter 151 Attribute Restrained. After hearing Infeng's command, the three maggots quickly accumulated energy in their heads and launched a headbutt attack to hit the water wave emitted by the armor shell. The three maggots hit the water wave with their entire body, forcibly resisting the water wave, and hit the armor shell with the remaining energy. After the impact of the water wave, the power of the three maggots' headbutt attack was greatly reduced, and only caused very little damage to the armor shell. And because the three maggots resisted the water wave, their health points were also knocked down by nearly half. The two sides had just fought, and Rumblestone and the three maggots were beaten like this, and the effect of attribute restraint was fully demonstrated. Let's change the elves. Rumblestone and the three maggots can't beat the water elves at all. The opponent's attack damage has a doubled effect, but the power of our skills is greatly reduced, Wei Shi said as he looked at the current situation. And Feng also nodded. If the elves were not replaced, Rumblestone and the three maggots would be defeated directly. Come back, Diglett, you've worked hard, Rumblestone. Take a break. The two took back the Pokémons on the field and threw out the second Pokéball. Go, Scorpio, it's decided to be you, Hu-Hu. The second Pokémon sent by Wei Shi and Infeng also have rock attributes. The difference is that these two Pokémons have bug attributes and flying attributes in addition to rock attributes. The Pokémons of both of them are all rock and ground type, and now they can only replace them with rock type Pokémons with other attributes. This way, at least they can still deal considerable damage. Using bug and flying skills to deal with Mosquito and Ironclad is much better than using rock skills. Looking at the two elves that appeared, Zhang Cheng opened the system and first looked at the Scorpio in midair. A lot of information appeared in his mind. Name, Scorpio, level 26, gender, male qualification, B attributes, flying, rock carrying props, none basic skills, poison needle, sand throwing, hardening, shooting down, lightning flash, continuous slash, surprise attack, acrobatics learning skills, swallow return, feather habitat inherited skills, wing attack, poison tail, faint characteristics, super force clamp. Because it has a clamp that is proud of its strength, its attack power will not be reduced by the opponent. Note, Scorpio, a flying scorpion Pokémon, is best at using the cloak-like membrane on its back to jump and move, and is most proud of jumping in the woods. This Scorpio can use many poison and flying skills, which are still a certain threat to them. After understanding the situation of Scorpio, Zhang Cheng looked at Hu-Hu on the side. Zhang Cheng had not expected that the opponent would send out a Pokémon like Hu-Hu. Hu-Hu is a very extreme Pokémon, with ridiculously high dual defense, but almost no health and attack power. After opening the system, Hu-Hu's various data appeared in Zhang Cheng's mind. Name, Hu-Hu, level 26, gender, female qualification, C+ attributes, bug, rock carrying props, none basic skills, retract into shell, endurance, roll, do it again, titan, bug resistance, mysterious guardian, sleep, falling rocks learning skills, guarding inherited skills, dissolving liquid, rock critical hit characteristics, strong. Pokémon with this characteristic will not be killed instantly. And instant kill moves have no effect on them. Notes, Hu-Hu, a fermentation Pokémon, stores tree fruits in its shell, and the fruit will turn into delicious juice after fermentation. This Hu-Hu has not yet learned skills such as power equalization and power trick. Generally speaking, it is still relatively easy to deal with, but it is relatively tough and difficult to hit. Hu-Hu is a bit like the Fortis we met yesterday. It has strong defense, but its skills are not powerful enough. Hu-Hu has little attack power. We don't need to pay attention to him. Just attack Scorpio. After Zhang Cheng understood the situation of the opponent's Pokémon, he began to arrange tactics. Zhao Wei nodded and directly commanded Metagross to launch an attack. Metagross, continue to use Water Wave to attack the opponent's Scorpio. Water Wave is the strongest water skill that Metagross can use at present. Hearing the trainer's command, Metagross skillfully began to condense water attribute energy. A large amount of water attribute energy gathered on the spikes on the top of Metagross's head. After the energy was condensed, Metagross transformed the water attribute energy into circles of water ripples. After the water ripples took shape, They quickly attacked Scorpio in mid-air under Metagross's control. Scorpio used guard to defend. Weishi knew that Metagross's water wave had high damage, so he didn't dare to let Scorpio take it head-on. Scorpio quickly condensed the energy around him, and a large amount of energy formed a barrier in front of Scorpio. The barrier seemed weak, but it easily resisted the water wave attack of the armored shell. Mosquito Frog used the bubble beam to attack Scorpio. Zhang Cheng saw that Scorpio had used the defensive skill to resist the attack of the armored shell, and quickly let the Mosquito Frog attack. At this time, Scorpio had just used the defensive skill, which was the best time to attack. The reason for choosing to use the bubble beam attack is that Scorpio is more flexible in the air, and the Mosquito Frog's waterfall attack needs to be used after getting close. When Scorpio is in the air, the waterfall attack is easy to miss. So Zhang Cheng chose to use the bubble beam, which is also a water element and has good power, to attack. Although the power is not as strong as the waterfall, it is enough to deal with Scorpio. Yobo the Mosquito Frog quickly condensed the water attribute energy in its mouth. Under the control of the Mosquito Frog, the water element energy turned into a large amount of foam. A large amount of foam gathered together to form a strong beam of light. After the bubble beam was formed, it was quickly shot at Scorpio. Scorpio had just resisted the attack of the armored shell. Facing the sudden attack of the bubble beam, there was no possibility of evasion. The bubble beam with double restraint effect hit Scorpio's back. Under the attack of this bubble beam, Scorpio's health value also dropped by 1/3. Hu used Rock Crit to attack the Mosquito Frog, and Feng also commanded Hu to attack to gain an advantage for himself. Hu quickly gathered the rock energy around him, and a large amount of rock energy turned into rocks with explosive effects under Hu's control. The rock crit used by Hu is the same as the spy cannon of the armored shell, which can condense up to 5 rocks. Hu continued to accumulate energy and finally successfully condensed 4 identical rocks. 4 rocks with explosive effects attacked the Mosquito Frog under Hu's control. The rocks hit the Mosquito Frog's body and exploded quickly. Hu's attack power is very weak. Although this rock crit hit the Mosquito Frog, it only caused some minor damage to the Mosquito Frog. Chapter 152 Overwhelming Victory. Mosquito Frog used Pray for Rain. Zhang Cheng directly ordered the Mosquito Frog to create rainy weather, using the blessing of rainy weather to quickly reduce the number of the opponent. Yobo after hearing Zhang Cheng's command, the Mosquito Frog quickly condensed water attribute energy, and a large amount of attribute energy turned into dark clouds under the control of the Mosquito Frog. After the dark clouds formed, they quickly floated above the sky, and then raindrops continued to fall, and rainy weather formed. Iron Armored Shell used water waves on Scorpio again. Seeing that Zhang Cheng's Mosquito Frog created rainy weather, Xiao Wei quickly asked the Iron Armored Shell to use his signature water attribute trick, water waves. After many battles, the Iron Armored Shell is already very familiar with the use of water waves. A large amount of water attribute energy quickly surged, and finally gathered on the spikes on the top of the Iron Armored Shell's head. Under the control of the Iron Armored Shell, the water attribute energy quickly turned into circles of water ripples, and after the water ripples formed, they attacked Scorpio at a very fast speed. The power of the water ripples was greatly enhanced by the rainy weather. Scorpio, let's attack with our wings. Seeing that the metal shell took the initiative to attack, Weishi also commanded Scorpio to counterattack. Scorpio flapped his wings quickly, and the flying energy around him continued to surge. A large amount of flying energy gathered on Scorpio's body. After the energy was condensed, Scorpio flapped his wings and rushed towards metal shell with great power. Scorpio looked at the water waves flying in front of him and flapped his wings directly to try to break through. The rainy weather and the water waves under the power of metal shell are very terrifying. Scorpio, who is twice as weak as water, was hit by the water waves and was directly knocked to the ground, losing his combat ability. At the same time, and Feng on the side also commanded Hu to continue the attack. Hu used the dissolving liquid on metal shell. After receiving the order from the trainer, Hu began to condense poison energy on the spot. With Hu's efforts, a large amount of poison energy gathered around Hu. The poison energy was controlled by Hu and slowly turned into a ball of highly corrosive dissolving liquid. After the dissolving liquid was formed, Hu quickly threw the dissolving liquid at the ironclad. The dissolving liquid fell on the shell of the ironclad, and the whole shell suddenly made a sizzling sound. The dissolving liquid was bursting out its corrosiveness to break the shell of the ironclad. The shell of the ironclad was very hard, and the dissolving liquid persisted for a while before dissipating. In the end, the ironclad was only slightly damaged. The defense of the ironclad was still good. Of course, the main reason was that Huhu's attack power was relatively weak, so the ironclad could easily resist it. Come back and rest, Scorpio. Wei Shi took back the Scorpio who had lost his fighting energy, and then sent out the Rumblestone that had been on the field before. Old rules, don't worry about Huhu, attack the Rumblestone with all your strength. Zhang Cheng told Xiao Wei about his decision, and then commanded the Mosquito Frog to continue the attack. Mosquito Frog, use a powerful waterfall climbing attack on the Rumblestone. Yobo Yobo. In the rainy weather, the Mosquito Frog's leisurely swimming characteristics were triggered, and its speed was greatly improved. The Mosquito Frog quickly condensed water attribute energy, and then surrounded this water attribute energy around its body, forming a huge force to crash into the Rumblestone. Iron Armored Shell, cooperate with the Mosquito Frog to use the water wave to attack the Rumblestone. Xiao Wei once again commanded the Iron Armored Shell to use the water wave. The Iron Armored Shell skillfully gathered energy on the spikes, forming circles of water ripples, and then quickly attacked the Rumblestone. Rumblestone, use self-destruction. Seeing that the opponent used water skills to focus on the Rumblestone again, Wei Shi could only choose to let the Rumblestone self-destruct, which would also cause certain damage to the Mosquito Frog and the Iron Armored Shell. The Rumblestone also knew the desperate situation it was facing, and decisively chose to self-destruct. A large amount of energy was absorbed into the body of the Rumblestone. As the energy continued to increase, a terrible fluctuation was emitted from the body of the Rumblestone. This was the effect of unstable energy. A large amount of energy was rioting in the body of the Rumblestone, and it exploded directly after reaching a critical point. Affected by the explosion, the Mosquito-scented Frog and the Iron Shell both lost nearly half of their health. Because of Huhu's strong defense, the explosion of the Rumblestone did not cause much damage to it. With the self-explosion of the Rumblestone, the two elves of the guard line lost their combat capabilities, and now Infeng could only fight alone. Huhu, use another rock crib to attack the Mosquito-scented Frog, and Feng continued to command Huhu to launch an attack. He did not dare to replace the three moles to fight. With the attack power of the Mosquito-scented Frog and the Iron Shell, using water skills would directly kill the three moles. Now Huhu could only withstand the pressure first. Huhu heard Infeng's command and quickly condensed rock energy. A large amount of rock energy turned into rocks with explosive effects. This time, Huhu condensed 5 rocks, releasing the maximum power of this skill. 5 rocks hit the body of the Mosquito-scented Frog. Although there were many rocks, the power was too low and did not cause much damage to the Mosquito-scented Frog. Mosquito-scented Frog, Foam Beam, Ironclad, Spike Cannon. Facing Huhu, who did not have much attack power, Zhang Cheng and Xiao Wei happily launched a crazy attack. With Huhu's attack power, he could not defeat the Mosquito-scented Frog and the armored clams. Yobo, with the help of the rainy weather, the Mosquito-scented Frog quickly condensed a large amount of foam, and the foam gathered into a beam of light and hit Huhu's body. The foam beam blessed by this system and the rainy weather caused Huhu a lot of damage. The armored clams were also condensing spikes quickly. 5 spikes quickly took shape and flew towards Huhu. Under the attack of the spike cannon, Huhu's health was consumed again. Although Huhu had amazing defense, he couldn't stand the fight between the two. After being attacked by water skills many times, he lost his ability to fight. Huhu, you've done very well, and Feng took back Huhu, who had lost his ability to fight, and sent out his last spirit, the three-eared rat. Three-eared rat, get ready to fight. Mosquito Frog, climb the waterfall. Iron Shell, water wave. As soon as the three-eared rat appeared, the Mosquito Frog and the Iron Shell started to attack directly. The Mosquito Frog directly rolled up the water element energy of its body and crashed into the three-eared rat with great power. The Iron Shell condensed a highly aggressive water wave in the distance, and after the water wave was formed, it also flew quickly towards the three-eared rat. Before the three-eared rat had time to resist, it was directly defeated by the attack of the Mosquito Frog, and the Iron Shell and lost its ability to fight. The three-eared rat had just appeared and lost its ability to fight directly. Chapter 153 Dual Evolution. The 3 rats have lost their ability to fight, the game is over, and the winners Zhang Cheng and Xiao Wei will enter tomorrow's semifinals, As the three rats fell, the referee directly announced the result of the game. After the game, the four people also left the battlefield and returned to the preparation rest area. Under Xiao Wei's introduction, Zhang Cheng and Feng and Wei Shi got to know each other, and then sat in the preparation rest area to chat and watch the game. Today's game is still very exciting. After several rounds of screening, the remaining trainers are all very powerful. The level of the Pokémons who participated in the battle is basically above level 25, and there are even many Pokémons from the three starter families. After watching the game, Xiao Wei suggested that the four of them have a meal together to get familiar with each other. Zhang Cheng originally wanted to refuse, but Xiao Wei insisted that Zhang Cheng go with him. In the end, Zhang Cheng agreed. After all, he and Xiao Wei were teammates, and it would not be good to continue to refuse. The four came to the most upscale restaurant in the town, ordered a lot of dishes, and talked about various things about Pokémons while eating. After the meal, Zhang Cheng said goodbye to the three people and returned to the hotel. After returning to the hotel, Zhang Cheng released all the elves and took out energy to feed them crazily. After settling the elves, Zhang Cheng simply washed up and then lay on the bed thinking about life. Tomorrow is the semifinals. The teams that can come to this round are very strong. As the elves he met became stronger and stronger, Zhang Cheng was eager to improve the combat effectiveness of the elves. But now he has to participate in competitions every day, and there is not much time to upgrade the level of the elves. The only way to improve strength is to evolve. Thinking of evolution, Zhang Cheng took out the water stone he got in the college league. The water stone can make the mosquito-repellent frog evolve into a fast-swimming frog, and its strength can be greatly improved. But after evolving into a fast-swimming frog, it loses the rain feature, so Zhang Cheng is very entangled. Now he doesn't have the king's certificate in his hand. If he wants to evolve the mosquito-repellent frog, he can only choose to use the water stone. System, don't you have only these functions? Can you give me some more benefits? Zhang Cheng complained to the system. Other people's systems are all plugins, and he is simply a civilian god of war. The host's request has been detected. The system provides a bond evolution reward this time. Do you want to claim it? Of course, claim it directly, Zhang Cheng said decisively. Successfully claimed. Next, choose a bond evolution Pokémon for the host. You can only choose one, the system's prompt sounded again. What is the specific effect of this bond evolution? Zhang Cheng asked in confusion. The system's explanation sounded, bond evolution allows Pokémon with dual form evolution to switch between two evolutionary forms at will, and can also perform powerful mega evolutions. This is tailor-made for the mosquito-scented frog. The system is so considerate. I choose to use the bond evolution reward on the mosquito-scented frog. After hearing the system's introduction, Zhang Cheng felt that this reward was a perfect match for the mosquito-scented frog. In the future, the mosquito-scented frog can switch to the bullfrog form when using the rainy day team tactics, and can switch to the fast-swimming frog form if it is a head-on battle. And according to what the system said, the mosquito-scented frog will also have mega evolutions. Thinking of this, Zhang Cheng is even more looking forward to the system's reward. After hearing the host's choice, a white light suddenly shone on the body of the mosquito-scented frog. Zhang Cheng suddenly felt that he and the frog had an indescribable tacit understanding. Frog, switch to the fast-swimming frog form. Zhang Cheng tried a dual form evolution that the system said. Yobo, a large amount of light emanated from the frog's body. After the light dissipated, a fast-swimming frog that was taller and stronger than the frog appeared in front of him. After evolving into a fast-swimming frog, it will have fighting attributes and its body will be full of muscles. Zhang Cheng turned on the system's detection function and began to check the situation of the fast-swimming frog. Name, fast-swimming frog, level 27, gender, male qualification, A+ attributes, water, fighting carrying props, none basic skills, playing with water, water gun, foam, hypnosis, continuous slaps, praying for rain, tation pressure, mud shooting, hail roll, Batiao learning skills, climbing waterfalls, thief, guarding, freezing beam inherited skills, bubble beam, heart's eye, reckless characteristics, free and easy swimming. The speed of the elves with this characteristic will be greatly improved in rainy weather. Notes, fast swimming frog, a tadpole Pokémon, needs to have developed muscles in order to swim, and is best at the fighting type tricks of this muscle. After evolution, the fast-swimming frog has the fighting attribute, and has also learned the two powerful fighting type skills of Hell Roll and Batiao, which has greatly improved its combat effectiveness. The most important point is the qualification of the fast-swimming frog. Through this system reward, the posture of the fast-swimming frog has been upgraded to A+ level, surpassing most elves. Mosquito frog, try to switch to bullfrog. Zhang Cheng instructed the fast-swim frog to try to switch to another form. Yobo Yobo. The fast-swim frog followed Zhang Cheng's instructions and began to try to switch to bullfrog. A large amount of white light once again covered the body of the fast-swim frog. As the light dissipated, a green, round bullfrog appeared in front of him. It turned out that it was possible to switch between two forms. In this way, Zhang Cheng's chances of winning tomorrow's game would be much higher. Zhang Cheng opened the system again and checked the difference between bullfrog and fast-swim frog. Name, bullfrog, level 27, gender, male, qualification, A+ attribute, water carrying props, none, basic skills, playing with water, water gun, bubble, hypnosis, continuous slap, pray for rain, mountation, song of destruction, bluffing, learning skills, climbing waterfalls, guarding, thief, freezing beam, inherited skills, bubble beam, heart's eye, reckless characteristic, rainfall. When the Pokemon with this characteristic appears, it will form rainy weather on the battlefield. Note, bullfrog, a frog Pokemon, can gather tadpoles and frogs from all over the world by calling out loudly. After evolving into bullfrog, the new skills learned are Song of Destruction and Bluffing. Song of Destruction is a very powerful skill that can force the opponent to switch Pokemon in battle, and when the opponent has only one Pokemon left and cannot switch, it will lose its combat ability directly after 3 rounds. System, how do I use Mega Evolution? Zhang Cheng asked excitedly, looking at the now evolved bullfrog. It will take some time for the Mega Evolution function to be available, so please stay tuned, the system explained without any emotion. Zhang Cheng felt a little depressed after hearing what the system said, but he could still accept it. The strength after the evolution was enough. Zhang Cheng was determined to win the championship of this doubles match. Chapter 154 Semifinals. After getting familiar with the situation of bullfrog, Zhang Cheng began to rest and get enough energy for tomorrow's game. The next morning, urged by the alarm clock, Zhang Cheng came to the battle side in the town. After waiting for a while, Xiao Wei also arrived on time. The two sat in the preparation rest area. Of course, the preparation rest area was particularly empty today, because there are only 4 teams that have not been eliminated today, with a maximum of 8 people. At 9 o'clock, the referee came to the battle site on time and began to organize the draw. Today's draw is very simple. There are a total of 4 lots, 2 A lots and 2 B lots. The 2 teams with the same letters will play against each other. The loser will be eliminated and the winner will advance to tomorrow's final. Xiao Wei drew the A lot this time, and the first game was between them. After the draw, the referee quickly announced the battle information on the big screen. Zhang Cheng and Xiao Wei's opponents are said to be top students of Jinling No. 1 Middle School. They came to Mulan Town to visit relatives and just caught up with the game. Under the leadership of the referee, the 4 contestants came to the battle site. After arriving at the battle site, Zhang Cheng also saw their opponents. The 2 people who appeared in front of him, one of them was named Xiang Chen with dyed yellow hair, and the other was named Xiang Lang, who was shorter. The 2 were cousins. They happened to come here to visit relatives and friends. They came to participate in the doubles match when they saw it. Our opponent this time is a bit difficult. The opponent is a top student of Jinling University. He is very strong, and the elves he uses are all at the level of the 3 major families. Xiao Wei looked at his opponent this time with a solemn expression. When the enemy comes, the general will stop him, and when the water comes, the earth will cover it. There is nothing to be afraid of. Zhang Cheng was not afraid of the opponent's students from Jinling No. 1 Middle School. He himself was also a top student from Jiangcheng No. 1 Middle School. After seeing that both contestants came to the battle area, the referee asked both sides if they had any questions as before. After confirming that there were no questions, the referee blew the whistle and the game officially began. Mr. Bullfrog, get ready to fight. It's decided to be you. Ironclad, go. Strong Chicken, Bulbasaur, perform well. The 4 released their starting elves at the same time. As Xiao Wei said, the opponent's Pokemon are indeed all the 3 major Pokémons. Zhang Cheng opened the system and first checked the data of this Strong Chicken. Name, Strong Chicken, level 27, gender, Male qualification, B+ attributes, fire, fighting carried items, none basic skills, grab, call, spark, throw sand, peck, charged flame attack, lightning flash, double kick learned skills, chop tile, lower body kick inherited skills, flame splash, tearing claws, double return characteristics, fierce fire. When the HP is too low, fierce fire will be triggered, and the power of the Pokemon's fire skills will be improved. Notes: Strong Chicken, a young chicken Pokemon, is the evolution of Fire Chicken. It has both speed and power in its feet and can kick 10 times in 1 second. Strong Chicken, a level 27 Pokemon with B-level qualifications, has powerful fighting and fire skills and is a very powerful Pokemon. Fortunately, Zhang Cheng and Xiao Wei's starting Pokemon are both water attributed and are not afraid of the opponent's Strong Chicken. Next, Zhang Cheng focused his attention on Bulbasaur. This Bulbasaur was the most troublesome. The attribute restraint was not good for them. As the scanning function began, various data of Bulbasaur appeared in Zhang Cheng's mind. Name, Bulbasaur, level 26, gender, female qualification, B attributes, grass, poison carrying props, miracle seed. The power of the Pokemon carrying this prop will be enhanced when using grass-type skills, basic skills, impact, call, parasitic seed, vine whip, poison powder, hypnotic powder, slam, leaf blade, sweet scent learning skills, energy ball inherited skills, ultimate absorption, sludge attack, curse characteristics, chlorophyll. Pokemon with this characteristic will have a higher speed in clear weather. Note: Bulbasaur, a seed Pokemon, is the evolution of Bulbasaur. It carries a flower bud on its back. When the flower bud absorbs nutrients, it will bloom into a huge flower. After reading the information of this Bulbasaur, Zhang Cheng felt a certain amount of pressure. Bulbasaur has a lot of grass-type skills and carries miracle seeds. If Bullfrog is hit by Bulbasaur's attack, it will definitely be seriously injured. Has your frog evolved? Xiao Wei asked in surprise, looking at the bullfrog sent by Zhang Cheng. Yes, it just evolved last night. Let's focus on attacking Bulbasaur first. Zhang Cheng and Xiao Wei communicated tactics together. Yobo. After Bullfrog appeared, the rain feature was triggered, and heavy rain fell directly on the battlefield. Bulbasaur used the energy ball to attack Bullfrog. Xiang Liang took the initiative and commanded Bulbasaur to attack the opponent's Bullfrog. Xiang Liang had already seen that Bullfrog was the main force in rainy weather. As long as Bullfrog was defeated, the opponent's tactics could be broken. Bulbasaur heard Xiang Liang's order and quickly condensed a large amount of grass-type energy. Under the control of Bulbasaur, the grass-type energy turned into an emerald green energy ball. After the energy ball was formed, it quickly attacked Bullfrog. Bullfrog, use guard. Seeing that the opponent Bulbasaur used a high-damage grass skill, Zhang Cheng did not dare to let Bullfrog take it head-on, and chose the most reliable way to use guard. Yobo Bullfrog quickly condensed the power around him and formed a transparent barrier in front. Bulbasaur's energy ball carried a huge force and smashed on the barrier. Under the attack of the energy ball, the barrier was immediately shaky, but it was not broken by the chicken and successfully resisted Bulbasaur's attack. Metallica, attack Bulbasaur with Aurora Beam. Xiao Wei saw that Bulbasaur took the initiative to attack, and he did not give in at all. He directly let Metallica use Aurora Beam, which was twice as powerful as Bulbasaur's ice skill. Metallica quickly condensed the ice energy around it on the spikes on its head. A large amount of ice energy was transformed into a colorful beam under Metallica's control. After the beam was formed, it quickly shot towards Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur was attacked by Metallica's Aurora Beam, and its health value dropped by nearly 1/3. The Aurora Beam from the main system of Ironclad achieved a good effect. Strong Chicken, use a double kick to attack Bullfrog. Xiang Chen and Xiang Liang also attacked the opponent's Bullfrog together. In rainy weather, the power of fire skills will be weakened, and water spirits have a resistance effect on fire skills, so it is the best and only choice for Strong Chicken to use fighting skills to attack. Strong Chicken condensed the fighting energy on his legs, came to Bullfrog at a very fast speed, and kicked with great power. Chapter 155 Defeat Bulbasaur. With great power, the brute kicked Bullfrog in the abdomen, and then turned around and kicked him again. Under the attack of the two consecutive kicks from the brute, Bullfrog's health was also reduced by nearly 1/3. Bullfrog used the freezing beam to attack Bulbasaur. Metallic Shellfish used the ultralight beam to attack Bulbasaur. Zhang Cheng and Xiao Wei continued to use ice skills to attack Bulbasaur. Yobo Bullfrog condensed all the ice energy in his body, forming a white beam with cold air in the middle. After the beam condensed and formed, it shot towards Bulbasaur with great power. At the same time, Metallic Shellfish received the order from the trainer and quickly condensed ice energy on the spikes on his head. Under the control of Metallic Shellfish, the large amount of condensed ice energy turned into a colorful beam, and the beam attacked Bulbasaur with a pressing cold air. Bulbasaur used the ultimate absorption on Bullfrog. Seeing that the opponent launched another attack, Xiang Liang was not to be outdone, and commanded Bulbasaur to use the ultimate absorption. Bulbasaur quickly gathered the grass energy in the flower bud on its back. The absorbed grass energy was transformed into a light green energy bar under the transformation of the flower bud. These energy bars rushed towards Bullfrog under the control of Bulbasaur. Strong Frog, let's use the tile splitting to attack Bullfrog. Zhang Cheng commanded Strong Frog to continue attacking Bullfrog. After hearing Zhang Chen's order, Strong Frog quickly absorbed the fighting energy around him. A large amount of fighting energy gathered in Strong Frog's palm. After condensing the energy, Strong Frog quickly stepped forward, and his palm turned into a blade, slashing at Bullfrog fiercely. The attacks of the 4 Pokémon were launched at the same time. Bulbasaur was attacked by the Freezing Beam and the Aurora Beam, and was directly injured, with less than 1/3 of its health. The Freezing Beam hit Bulbasaur and triggered the freezing effect. Bulbasaur's ability to move was directly restricted and it could not move. On the other side, Bullfrog received the ultimate absorption first, and his health was reduced to half. Then, the smashing tile attack of Strong Chicken directly hit Bullfrog to less than half health. After the ultimate absorption hit Bullfrog, a large amount of grass energy flowed into the body of Bulbasaur. This was the healing effect after the ultimate absorption skill caused damage. Through the healing effect of the ultimate absorption, Bulbasaur's health returned to normal. Now Bulbasaur is in a frozen state. Let's continue to attack and get rid of Bulbasaur. Looking at Bulbasaur in a frozen state, Zhang Cheng said decisively to Xiao Wei. Okay, Xiao Wei agreed and commanded Mediserp to attack again. Mediserp used the Aurora Beam on Bulbasaur again. Mediserp skillfully condensed a large amount of ice energy, which converged at the spikes on the top of Mediserp's head. Finally, these ice energies were controlled by Mediserp and turned into a colorful beam of light, attacking Bulbasaur, which had already fallen into a frozen state. Bullfrog, let's continue to use the freezing beam to attack Bulbasaur. Yobo, Bullfrog shouted, madly absorbing ice energy. A large amount of ice energy turned into an icy beam of light under Bullfrog's control. After the beam of light was formed, Bullfrog used all his strength to shoot the freezing beam at Bulbasaur. Because Bulbasaur was in a frozen state, there was no way to dodge, and it was directly hit by the freezing beam and the Aurora Beam. After being attacked by ice skills continuously, Bulbasaur's health was emptied and lost its combat ability. Strong Chicken used a double kick to attack Bullfrog. Zhang Cheng was determined to defeat Bullfrog. No matter what the situation was, he commanded Strong Chicken to attack Bullfrog. Strong Chicken skillfully gathered the fighting energy on his legs, then quickly came to Bullfrog's side, and hit Bullfrog with his right leg with powerful attack power. After a hit, Strong Chicken used another roundhouse kick and directly knocked Bullfrog out. After being attacked by the Strider again, Bullfrog's health was reduced to about 1/3. Bulbasaur, you did a good job, come back and rest. Xiang Liang put Bulbasaur, which had lost its fighting energy, back into the Pokeball, and then released his second Pokemon. Giant Zimian, it's you. The second Pokemon Xiang Liang sent out was Giant Zimian, a grass and flying type Pokemon. Zhang Cheng quickly opened the system and checked the data of Gianzi Cotton. Name, Gianzi Cotton, level 27, gender, female, qualification, B attributes, grass, flying, carrying props, none, basic skills, absorb, jump, photosynthesis, shake tail, impact, fairy wind, poison powder, paralysis powder, hypnotic powder, seed machine gun, parasitic seed, learning skills, swallow return, reflection wall, inherited skills, seed bomb, cotton, defensive characteristics, penetration. The skill attack output by the elves with this characteristic can penetrate the opponent's barrier and substitute. Note, Gianzi Cotton, cotton grass Pokemon, the final evolution of Gianzi grass. Can cleverly control the cotton roadster to spread throughout the world as long as it takes advantage of the wind. This Gianzi Cotton can use many skills, and various powder type moves and change ability moves have been mastered. However, Zhang Cheng did not find it difficult, because this was Xiang Liang's last elf, and sending Jianzi Cotton meant that he had no possibility of replacing the elf. You should know that Bullfrog can use the move Song of Destruction. If Shuttlecock Cotton is hit by the Song of Destruction when it cannot rotate, its health will be emptied soon. Shuttlecock Cotton, use Cotton Defense. After Xiang Liang sent out Shuttlecock Cotton, he directly asked it to use Cotton Defense to improve its defense. Shuttlecock Cotton heard the trainer's command and quickly absorbed the surrounding grass energy. A large amount of grass energy turned into cotton roe deer under the control of Shuttlecock Cotton. A large number of cotton roe deer attached to Shuttlecock Cotton's body, greatly improving its defense. Shuttlecock Cotton's move is a bit difficult to deal with. If it uses cotton roe deer again, its defense will be full, and it will be difficult for our attacks to defeat Shuttlecock Cotton, Xiao Wei said as he looked at Shuttlecock Cotton who is using cotton roe deer. Leave Jian Zimin to me, you focus on dealing with a strong chicken. The attack power of this strong chicken is very high, it is better to get rid of it as soon as possible, Zhang Cheng said to Xiao Wei confidently. Seeing Zhang Cheng's confident look, Xiao Wei nodded and chose to trust Zhang Cheng. He ignored Jian Zimin and directly commanded the ironclad shell to attack the strong chicken. Ironclad shell, use the water wave to attack the strong chicken. If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelis. There you'll find the original version of this story and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Chapter 156 Song of Destruction. After hearing Xiao Wei's command, the ironclad shell quickly condensed water attribute energy, and a large amount of energy gathered on the spikes on the top of the ironclad shell's head. Under the control of the ironclad shell, the water attribute energy turned into water ripples, and after the water ripples formed, they quickly attacked the strong chicken. The water wave accurately hit the strong chicken. With the blessing of the rainy weather, the power of this water wave was greatly enhanced, and the health of the strong chicken was directly knocked down by half. Jianmian, use the cotton defense again. Xiang Liang commanded Jianmian to continue to use the cotton defense to improve the defense. Jianmian quickly absorbed the surrounding grass attribute energy. A large amount of grass attribute energy gathered together and turned into a layer of cotton robe under the control of Jianmian. The cotton robe attached to Jianmian's body, greatly increasing Jianmian's defense. Bullfrog, use the Song of Destruction on Jianmian. Zhang Cheng saw that Jianmian was still strengthening his defense, and decisively asked Bullfrog to use the Song of Destruction. The Bullfrog quickly transformed the energy into a song, which entered the ears of Jianzimian. If Jianzimian continued to fight, he would lose his combat ability in a short while. Damn it! How could his elf have this skill? Xiang Liang saw that the opponent's Bullfrog used the Song of Destruction on Jianzimian, and his face suddenly became ugly. Now Xiang Liang didn't look at the replaced elf, which meant that it was only a matter of time before Jianzimian lost his combat ability. Xiang Liang, let your Jianzimian attack and try to eliminate one of the opponent's elves. Xiang Chen looked at the situation in front of him and said to Xiang Liang. After Jianzimian was hit by the Song of Destruction, the opponent's elf would definitely not attack Jianzimian again. The greatest value that Jianzimian could achieve now was to consume more of the opponent's health. Xiang Liang also knew this. He now regretted adding so much defense to Jianzimian. The opponent would not attack his Jianzimian at all, and the defense he added was meaningless. Jianmian, use the most powerful seed bomb on Bullfrog. Xiang Liang gave up defense and gave up attacking, allowing Jianmian to use the high-damage grass-type skill that is most effective against water-type elves. Jianmian quickly absorbed the energy around it, and a large amount of grass attribute energy turned into a large seed under Jianmian's control. The seed contained very powerful energy. Jianmian condensed the seed bomb into a fire of success and directly controlled the seed bomb to attack Bullfrog. Come back, Bullfrog, it's your turn, Pidgeot. Seeing that Jianmian's seed bomb was about to condense successfully, Zhang Cheng quickly took back Bullfrog and sent Pidgeot to fight. Zhang Cheng's original idea was to use the hold skill to delay time and wait for the Song of Destruction to take effect. But Zhang Cheng suddenly realized that the characteristic of this Jianmian was penetration. Facing Jianmian's attack, the hold skill had no effect. So Zhang Cheng sent Pidgeot, which resisted grass-type skills, to fight. The seed bombs of the shuttlecock cotton came quickly and hit the body of the Pidgeot. The seeds exploded directly, causing some damage to the Pidgeot. Strong Chicken used the energy-generated flame attack on the Pidgeot. Zhang Cheng saw that the opponent took back the water-type bullfrog and replaced it with the flying-type Pidgeot. He chose to let Strong Chicken use fire-type skills to attack, because the fighting-type skills were not very effective against the Pidgeot. Zhang Cheng saw that the Pidgeot was still being targeted after being replaced. He was a little speechless. He felt that he was too unlucky recently. Every game was targeted by the opponent. Strong Chicken condensed a large amount of fighting-type energy, which turned into flames surrounding the body of Strong Chicken. After condensing the flames, Strong Chicken kicked his legs and charged at the Pidgeot with flames all over his body. Beep! Pidgeot was attacked by the energy-generated flame attack, and its health value was reduced again, with about 3/5 of its health remaining. After using the energy-generated flame attack, the effect of the skill was triggered, and Strong Chicken's speed was improved. Pippa used the storm to attack Strong Chicken. Zhang Cheng directly chose to let Pippa use the most powerful storm to attack. Beep beep! Pippa flew high into the sky, flapping its wings quickly, and a large amount of flying energy rushed towards Pippa. Under Pippa's control, a large amount of flying energy turned into a storm. As the energy continued to fill, the volume of the storm became larger and larger, and the power became stronger and stronger. When the storm condensed to its strongest power, Pippa flapped its wings, and the storm attacked Strong Chicken with great power. Strong Chicken used Flame Splash to attack Pippa. Zhang Chen's Strong Chicken did not learn the defensive skills, and faced with Pippa's attack, it could only bite the bullet and go forward. Strong Chicken quickly condensed the surrounding fire attribute energy, and a large amount of energy turned into a ball of flame under Strong Chicken's control. After the flame condensed into shape, Strong Chicken spit it out with force, and the flame flew towards Pippa with extremely high temperature. Storm and Flame Splash hit two Pokémons at the same time. As the storm hit, Strong Chicken was directly swept into the air, and a large number of wind blades fell on Strong Chicken's skin. Strong Chicken suffered a double damage from the storm attack, and was directly beaten into a residual health state. Flame Splash also hit the body of Pidgeot at the same time, and the flames spread as they hit, and the nearby ironclad shell was also attacked by the flames. However, ironclad shell has a resistance effect on fire skills and did not lose too much health. Pidgeot is different. After being hit by the flame splash, its health was reduced to only 1/3. Looking at Pidgeot, which was constantly attacked, Zhang Cheng was also a little helpless. The opponent kept attacking his Pokémon, and Xiao Wei's ironclad shell was basically never beaten in every game. Shuttlecock Cotton used the seed machine gun on ironclad shell. Xiang Liang seemed to have heard Zhang Cheng's voice. This time he did not attack Pidgeot, but chose to attack ironclad shell next to him. Giant Zimian quickly condensed grass energy above his head. A large amount of grass energy was controlled by Giant Zimian to capture seeds with powerful attacks. After consuming all the energy, Giant Zimian directly produced 5 seeds perfectly. The seed machine gun was activated, and 5 seeds with great power were shot at the armored shell. Iron armored shell used defense to resist. Seeing the opponent actively attacking the armored shell, Xiao Wei was also a little surprised, wondering why they changed their target. Did they always like to attack Zhang Cheng before? The armored shell heard Xiao Wei's instructions and quickly condensed energy to form a transparent barrier in front of him. 5 seeds carrying grass energy hit the barrier, and the penetration feature was triggered. The seed machine gun directly penetrated the barrier. Chapter 157, Overcoming the Difficulties. Xiao Wei didn't know the characteristics of the opponent's Shuttlecock Cotton, and chose to use defend in the face of the attacking seed machine gun. The barrier he defended was perfectly cracked by the characteristics of the Shuttlecock Cotton, and the seed machine gun directly hit the body of the armored shell. The armored shell was attacked by this grass-type skill, and its health was also knocked down by nearly 2/5. What's going on? Why doesn't my defend skill work? Xiao Wei looked at the situation in front of him and said a little unbelievably. The characteristic of the opponent's Shuttlecock Cotton is penetration. This characteristic allows the skills of the elves to directly penetrate the protection of various barriers, and even ignore the skills of the substitute. Zhang Cheng explained this characteristic of the Shuttlecock Cotton to Xiao Wei. Xiao Wei didn't have a system, so naturally he couldn't know the characteristics of the Shuttlecock Cotton. There is such a characteristic. Xiao Wei was very surprised when he heard what Zhang Cheng said. He had never seen such a characteristic before. In this case, there is no need to defend, and attack the strong chicken with all his strength. After Xiao Wei learned about the characteristics of the shuttlecock cotton, he chose not to defend anymore. Anyway, he couldn't stop it. Metal Shell used the water wave to attack the strong chicken. The metal shell quickly accumulated water element energy, and a large amount of water element energy gathered on the spikes on the top of its head under the control of the metal shell. A large amount of water attribute energy condensed in the spikes, and these water attribute energies turned into water ripples under the control of the metal shell. After the water ripples formed, they quickly attacked the strong chicken. Pippy Bird, let's use the air blade to attack the strong chicken. Zhang Cheng planned to attack the strong chicken together with a metal shell. With the blessing of the rainy weather, the strong chicken would definitely not be able to withstand the attack of the two. Beep beep, the Pippy Bird quickly flapped its wings, and the flying energy around it continued to surge. A large amount of flying energy turned into an invisible blade under the control of the Pippy Bird, and the blade quickly shot towards the strong chicken under the control of the Pippy Bird. Strong chicken, let's use a double kick to attack the metal shell. Zhang Cheng saw that the other party was focusing fire to attack, and also commanded the strong chicken to counterattack. Zhang Cheng chose to attack the armored shell because fighting skills were not effective against Pidgeot, and fire skills would be weakened in rainy weather. In the end, Zhang Cheng did not have many choices, so he could only let the strong chicken use fighting skills to attack the armored shell, so that the benefits would be the highest. Strong chicken quickly condensed powerful fighting energy on its legs, and after the energy condensed, it raised its legs and kicked at the armored shell. The armored shell was kicked by strong chicken twice in a row, and its health dropped to less than half. While strong chicken's attack hit the armored shell, it was also hit by the water wave of the armored shell and the air blade of Pidgeot. These two skills are restraining strong chicken, especially the water wave, which has a power bonus in rainy weather. After two consecutive powerful attacks, strong chicken's health was directly emptied, and it fell to the ground and lost its ability to fight. Jian Zimian, let's continue to use the seed machine gun to attack the armored shell. Xiang Liang saw that strong chicken was targeted, and he also quickly directed Jian Zimian to attack. Jian Zimian skillfully condensed a large amount of grass energy, which gathered on Jian Zimian's head and turned into seeds. All the grass energy was consumed, and this time 4 seeds were condensed. Under Jian Zimian's control, the 4 seeds quickly shot towards Magikarp. Under the attack of the seed machine gun, Magikarp's health value continued to decrease, and only 1/3 of its health was left. Strongbroke, you did a good job, come back and rest. Zhang Cheng took back Strongbroke, which had lost its combat ability, and released his second Pokémon. Fire Pokémon, it's decided to be you. The second Pokémon Zhang Cheng sent out was the evolved fire Pokémon of EV. Zhang Cheng also considered replacing other Pokémon with attributes that were not restrained, but the level of his other Pokémon was not high enough, so he finally chose to trust his fire Pokémon. Looking at Zhang Cheng's fire spirit, Zhang Cheng opened the system and checked the specific data. Name, fire spirit, level 27, gender, female, qualification, B attribute, fire carrying props, none, basic skills, impact, wagging tail, calling, throwing sand, flash of lightning, sparks, biting, flame fangs, flame vortex. Learning skills, accumulated flame attack. Inherited skills, yuan, see-through characteristics, fire. When the spirit with this characteristic is attacked by fire skills, it will not be hurt, and it can also increase the power of its next fire skill. Note, fire spirit, a fire Pokémon, the air it inhales will be heated in the body and converted into flames. After reading the data of this fire spirit, Zhang Cheng felt that this game was already a sure win. With 2 water spirits on his side, the fire spirit could not turn defeat into victory. If Zhang Cheng and Xiao Wei were 2 fire spirits, then the opponent would really have a great chance to turn the tables with a fire spirit's fire-attracting characteristics, but unfortunately there is no if. The reality is that the 2 water spirits crushed the fire spirit. Jian Zimian, what's wrong with you? Xiang Liang was about to continue commanding Jian Zimian to attack, but Jian Zimian suddenly fell from the air. This is because the Song of Destruction of Bullfrog has taken effect. Now Jian Zimian has lost his ability to fight. Looking at the fallen Jian Zimian, Zhang Cheng explained. Hearing Zhang Chen's explanation, Xiang Liang sighed. This took effect too quickly. Now I can only rely on you, leave it to me, I'll do my best. Zhang Cheng nodded and replied. Pibby Bird, come back and take a rest. Zhang Cheng took back Pibby Bird and continued to send Bullfrog to fight. Bullfrog, prepare for battle. Yobo Yobo. As soon as Bullfrog appeared, he activated a rain attribute, and the rainy weather that had just ended appeared again. Seeing Zhang Cheng replace Bullfrog again, Zhang Cheng felt a little powerless. Originally, it was at a disadvantage in terms of attributes. Now that Bullfrog was released, it opened the rainy weather. The attack skills of the fire spirit are basically all fire attributes. After the rainy weather appeared, the strength of the fire spirit was directly weakened by half. Bullfrog, use the Song of Destruction on the fire spirit again. Zhang Cheng immediately asked Mr. Bullfrog to use the Song of Destruction after releasing him. The fire spirit is now in a state where it cannot be rotated. As long as the Song of Destruction is used once, it is only a matter of time before the fire spirit is defeated. The current situation is very favorable, but Zhang Cheng must ensure a 100% victory and not give the opponent any chance of a comeback. As long as the Song of Destruction hits the fire spirit must defeat all the elves of Zhang Cheng and Xiao Wei in a short period of time in order to win. This is basically an impossible thing. Even if the fire spirit can kill an elf in one skill, there is not enough time. Chapter 158. Entering the finals. Yobo Yobo. Bullfrog quickly condensed energy into a string of songs, which reached the ears of the fire spirit. Seeing Bullfrog once again using the Song of Destruction, Zhang Cheng smiled helplessly. This really doesn't give me any chance, but even if there is no chance to win, I will use all my strength and show my style. Fire Spirit, use Flame Fang on Ironclad. Zhang Cheng planned to use all his strength to see if he could defeat Ironclad. Ironclad had just been attacked many times and was not in a very good state. The Fire Spirit heard Zhang Chen's command and quickly absorbed the surrounding fire energy. A large amount of fire energy gathered in the Fire Spirit's mouth. As the fire energy continued to increase, a powerful power burst out from the fire spirit's teeth, and the flame fang was activated, biting the Ironclad in front fiercely. Ironclad, use the defense. Xiao Wei saw that the opponent was going to attack the Ironclad, and he was not panicked at all. He directly asked the Ironclad to use the defense to resist. He could drag it, but the fire spirit who was hit by the Song of Destruction could not. The Ironclad quickly absorbed the energy around it, and the energy formed a transparent barrier in front of it under the control of the Ironclad. The fire spirit's flame fang attack bit hard on the barrier. After and during the powerful attack, the barrier also made a creaking sound, but it did not break. In the end, the fire spirit still failed to break the Ironclad's defense barrier. Now it is rainy, and the power of the fire spirit's flame fang attack is directly reduced by half. It is unlikely to break the barrier. Bullfrog, use the waterfall attack on the fire spirit. Zhang Cheng continued to attack, not intending to give the opponent any breathing space. Yobo, Bullfrog quickly absorbed the surrounding water attribute energy, and a large amount of water attribute energy surrounded Bullfrog's body. After condensing the energy, Bullfrog brought a powerful force to crash into the fire spirit. Metallic Shell, let's use Water Wave to attack Smolder together. Upon hearing Xiao Wei's command, Metallic Shell skillfully condensed water attribute energy on the spikes on his head. Under the control of Metallic Shell, a large amount of water attribute energy turned into water ripples. After the circles of water ripples took shape, they quickly attacked Smolder. Smolder, show our momentum and use the charged flame attack. Seeing the opponent's Pokémon attack, Zhang Cheng did not show any weakness and commanded Smolder to attack. Smolder heard the encouragement of the trainer and was also full of fighting spirit, quickly condensing fire attribute energy. A large amount of fire attribute energy surrounded Smolder's body, and Smolder quickly crashed into Bullfrog with a large amount of flames. Bullfrog and Smolder collided with each other. Because Smolder was restrained in attributes, it was not Bullfrog's opponent at all, and was directly knocked out, losing 1/3 of its health. Because Bullfrog itself has a resistance to fire attribute skills, and the power of fire attribute skills is weakened in rainy weather, Bullfrog did not suffer too much damage. After the fire spirit was knocked out, the water wave of the armored shell also quickly attacked and hit the fire spirit again. Attacked by the water wave, the fire spirit was knocked back several meters away again, and the remaining health value was less than 1/5. Bullfrog, Bubble Beam, Iron Armor Shell, Spike Cannon. Zhang Cheng and Xiao Wei continued to attack, but this time they did not use high damage water attribute skills. Because the fire spirit is in a relatively poor state now, Using high-damage water attribute skills may cause the fire spirit to suffer too serious trauma. Using ordinary skills to attack is enough to defeat the fire spirit. Yobo Yobo Mr. Bullfrog quickly condensed water attribute energy, and a large amount of water attribute energy turned into foam under Mr. Bullfrog's control. As the foam continued to accumulate and compress, a beam of light quickly formed. After the foam beam condensed and formed, it quickly shot towards the fire spirit. At the same time, the armored shell also accumulated a large amount of energy on the spikes on its head, and these energies turned into spikes under the control of the armored shell. With the help of the continuous attack feature, the ironclad shell easily condensed 5 spikes. After the 5 spikes condensed into shape, they attacked the fire spirit with great power. Fire spirit, Flame Fang, Zhang Cheng did not intend to give up until the last moment, and continued to command the fire spirit to attack. Facing the joint attack of the two elves, the fire spirit was not afraid, and quickly condensed the fire attribute energy and attached it to the teeth. After the Flame Fang was formed, the fire spirit quickly rushed towards the ironclad shell. On the way to the ironclad shell, the fire spirit was hit by 5 spikes and was immediately severely injured, but the fire spirit did not fall down, and endured the pain and continued to charge. Just when the fire spirit was about to come to the side of the ironclad shell to launch the Flame Fang, the bullfrog's bubble beam attacked and directly hit the fire spirit. After being attacked by this water skill, the fire spirit also fell directly on the spot and lost its ability to fight. The attack of the two elves was powerful and directly defeated the fire spirit before the Song of Destruction took effect. Fire spirit, you have worked hard. Come back and rest. Zhang Cheng took back the fire spirit that had lost its ability to fight. Fire spirit has lost its ability to fight. The final winners of this game are Zhang Cheng and Xiao Wei. They will advance to tomorrow's finals. After fire spirit lost its ability to fight, the referee directly announced the result of this game. These two are so strong. They made it all the way to the finals. I haven't seen them much before. I am very optimistic about them. I feel that they have a great chance of winning the championship. That's different. I heard that there are stronger trainers than them in this competition. After the game was decided, the spectators around also started to discuss fiercely. You are very strong. I am very optimistic about you, Zhang Cheng said to Xiao Wei and Zhang Cheng. You are also very strong. We just have the advantage in attributes and won by luck, Zhang Cheng also responded politely. After a few simple chats, the two sides left the battlefield. The next is the second game. The winner of this game will be Zhang Cheng and Xiao Wei's opponent tomorrow. In the past, Zhang Cheng would leave the square directly after the game because he was not very interested in watching the game. But today, after careful consideration, Zhang Cheng decided to stay and watch the game, and learn about his opponent's situation in advance. Tomorrow is the final, so he still needs to be well prepared and learn about his opponent's strength in advance, otherwise it would be a big loss if he fails tomorrow. He has made it through so many levels along the way, and it would be a big loss if he fails in the final. Chapter 159 The Genius Girl of Imperial Capital No. 1 Middle School. As Zhang Cheng and his team finished their game, the second round of contestants came to the battle area. The first to attract Zhang Cheng were the two girls on the right. According to gossip, these two girls are trainers from Imperial Capital No. 1 Middle School and are very powerful. The two girls are also a pair of sisters. The elder sister is named Li Wei and the younger sister is named Li Zhu. As soon as the two sisters appeared, the audience around them became lively. No one should dislike the talented girls with certain strength. The opponents of the two sisters are young trainers from Mulan Town. Their strength is not very strong. They rely on good grouping to make it all the way to the semifinals. After both sides are ready, the referee blew the whistle directly and the game between the two sides began. The first Pokémon sent by the two sisters were Squirtle and Dual Blade Meru, both of which are water-based starter Pokémon. The Pokémon sent by the two young trainers on the other side are Onix and Crab. Judging from the starting Pokémon of both sides, it is obvious that Li Wei and Li Zhu's sisters have more advantages, and Onix has basically no room to play. After a short fight, Onix was not unexpectedly seriously injured. Seeing that Onix was in a bad situation, the young man also reincarnated and sent out a second Pokémon, Fast Punch Lang. After Fast Punch Lang appeared on the field, he used his powerful fighting skills to suppress the health of the opponent's two Pokémon. But the opponent's double-edged Maru can also use the skill of praying for rain. After the rainy weather came, Double-Edged Maru and Squirtle took advantage of the weather and quickly defeated Fast Punch Lang. Looking at the rainy weather in the field, Zhang Cheng was a little surprised. According to the current situation, the final should be a contest between the rainy teams. Zhang Cheng has a hunch that tomorrow's game will be very exciting and stressful. At this point in the situation, Zhang Cheng can basically determine the result of this game. After Fast Punch Lang fell, the only Pokemon left for this young man was Onix. Onix in rainy weather will be killed instantly by water-type skills. Onix's trainer also knew this, so after Onix came on the field, the trainer directly asked Onix to use self-destruction to gain some advantages for his teammates. However, Onix's trainer's idea had long been discovered by the two sisters, who had been on guard against Onix's self-destruction skill. Seeing Onix's self-destruction, the two sisters asked their Pokemon to use defensive skills. Squirtle used the skill of Guard, quickly condensing a transparent barrier in front of him. Dual Engine used the fighting type see-through skill, which can completely resist the opponent's attack. Like Guard, it will fail if used continuously. Onix's self-destruction hit Squirtle and Dual Engine with huge attack power, but unfortunately it still failed to break through the defense of the two Pokemon. After Onix lost its combat ability, the situation on the field became a classic 2-on-1. Although Crabgrass was very strong, it couldn't hold on in the face of the two people's continuous joint attack and consumption, and was finally beaten and lost its combat ability. This pair of sisters is too powerful. Yes, they actually crushed the opponent in the semifinals, and they haven't even sent out a second Pokemon so far. Seeing the two sisters easily defeat the three opponents' Pokemon, the audience started a heated discussion. I give up. Seeing his crab was defeated, the young trainer gave up resistance. It was basically impossible to defeat four with one remaining Pokemon. Seeing the young man voluntarily give up, the referee directly announced the result of the game. Tomorrow's final will be Zhang Cheng and Xiao Wei against the sisters Li Wei and Li Zhu from Imperial Capital No. 1 Middle School. Seeing this, Zhang Cheng quickly opened the system and checked the status of the sisters' Pokemon. Zhang Cheng first checked the various data of Stuttle, name, Stuttle, level 27, gender, male qualification, attribute, water carrying props, mystical water drop. The power of water attribute skills of the Pokemon carrying this prop will be enhanced. Basic skills, impact, tail shaking, water gun, retracting into shell, bubble, biting, high-speed rotation, holding, learning skills, climbing waterfall, praying for rain inherited skills, saltwater, wave missile, dragon wave characteristics, rain plate. Possessing this characteristic, Pokemon will continue to restore health in rainy weather. Notes: Stuttle, a turtle Pokemon, is the evolution of Squirtle. It is a Pokemon that people like to keep as a pet. Its long hairy tail is a symbol of longevity. After reading the data of this Stuttle, Zhang Cheng felt a little pressured. Stuttle, with A-level qualifications, also has the inherited skills of fighting and dragon. And with a mysterious water droplet, an item that enhances the attack power, coupled with a powerful rain disc in rainy weather, this Squirtle will be a powerful elf that combines offense and defense. After understanding Squirtle's situation, Zhang Cheng turned on the system and looked at the double-blade Maru on the other side. A large amount of data suddenly appeared in his mind. Name, double-blade Maru. Gender, female. Qualification, A. Attribute, water carrying props, none. Basic skills, impact, tail shaking, water gun, water playing, gathering key, shell blade, continuous slash, water wave. Learning skills, pray for rain, freeze beam. Inherited skills, saltwater, air slash, see-through characteristics, hard shell armor, protected by a hard shell. The opponent's attack will not hit the vital point. Note: Double-blade Maru, a training Pokemon, is the evolution of Water Otter. The skill of manipulating two scallop shells with a smooth sword-wielding technique is learned through rigorous training. Compared with Squirtle, this double-blade is easier to deal with. It does not carry powerful props, and its characteristics are not particularly suitable for rainy weather. But the strength of Shuangrenmu should not be underestimated. Both elves are the three starters of the Water Elves, and their combat power is very strong. What makes Zhang Cheng a little regretful is that he has not seen the second elves of the two sisters. If he can know all the elves of the other party in advance, Zhang Cheng can arrange his starting elves according to the situation. Now, without knowing the second elf of the other party, Zhang Cheng still plans to keep the current starting lineup. After the game, after learning about the opponent's information, Zhang Cheng is ready to leave the rest area for preparation. Hello, Are you our opponent tomorrow? Just as Zhang Cheng got up and prepared to leave, Lizu came to Zhang Cheng and asked playfully. Oh, Zhang Cheng was a little surprised. He didn't expect the other party to take the initiative to say hello, but he still responded politely. Yes, I am your opponent in tomorrow's final. Can I get to know you? My name is Lizu. While Lizu was speaking, she stretched out her wide and tender right hand to Zhang Cheng. Chapter 160 Finals begins. Seeing Lizu's hand stretched out, Zhang Cheng didn't want to embarrass her, so he stretched out his right hand and gently held it. Lizu's hand was very tender and soft, which was Zhang Cheng's first feeling after holding it. When Zhang Cheng held her hand, Lizu's face flushed, and she quickly pulled back her palm. See you tomorrow at the game. After saying that, Lizu quickly left the preparation rest area. Xiao Wei, who was watching the two's actions, felt a little strange. Hey, I'm going back too, and I'll do well in the final tomorrow. After saying that, Zhang Cheng also left the competition area. Sister, what did you do just now? Li Wei looked at Lizu, whose face was still red, and asked with some confusion. Oh, it's nothing, sister, let's go buy something delicious. I know a hot pot restaurant here is very delicious. After saying that, Lizu pulled her sister forward. After leaving the competition venue, Zhang Cheng found a place to solve his stomach at random, and then returned to the hotel. After returning to the hotel, Zhang Cheng released the elves and took out energy cubes for them to eat. After doing all this, Zhang Cheng lay on the bed thinking about the countermeasures for tomorrow's game. Both of the opponent's Pokémon are water type, and they also have the skill of praying for rain. This way, I don't need my Pokémon to activate the rainy weather tomorrow, and the opponent will naturally activate it, Zhang Cheng muttered in his heart. Thinking of this, Zhang Cheng planned to let Bullfrog switch to the fast-swimming frog form to fight tomorrow. The characteristics of the fast-swimming frog are that it swims freely and its speed can be increased in rainy weather. It also has powerful fighting skills, and its overall combat power is much stronger than that of Bullfrog. In the case of not having to activate the rainy weather, it is definitely better to send the fast-swimming frog to fight. As for the second Pokémon to fight tomorrow, Zhang Cheng plans to wait until tomorrow to see the specific situation and respond accordingly. Bullfrog, switch to the fast-swimming frog form. Zhang Cheng directly commanded Bullfrog to switch forms. Yobo yobo, a dazzling light emanated from the surroundings of Bullfrog, and after the light dissipated, Zhang Cheng saw a fast-swimming frog full of muscles. After confirming the battle strategy for tomorrow, Zhang Cheng did not think about it anymore. After washing and settling the elves, he turned off the lights and went to sleep. The next morning, with the sound of the alarm, a new day began. Today was the final day of the doubles match. After getting up, Zhang Cheng simply washed, went to the street in the town to have breakfast, and then walked towards the competition venue. After arriving at the competition venue, Zhang Cheng found that there were many more spectators today than every day before. The finals are obviously more entertaining than the usual games, so there will naturally be more people watching. After arriving at the competition venue, Zhang Cheng found a place to rest casually and waited for Xiao Wei to arrive. At 8:30, Xiao Wei also arrived at the competition venue, and the two waited for the start of the game together. The referee still arrived at the competition venue and began to organize the game. Today there were only the last two teams, and there was no need to draw lots. The referee directly led the four people to the designated battle area. After confirming that both sides had no questions, he blew the whistle and the game began. Hearing the referee's whistle, the four people threw the elf balls in their hands at the same time. Frog, prepare for battle. Go ahead, Ironclad, Crumpet, Itchu, Double-Edged Meru, do your best. 4 red rays of light shot out from the Pokeballs, and 4 water-type Pokemon appeared on the battlefield. They're all water-type Pokemon. This is going to be interesting. Oh my god, this is the first time I've seen such a scene. Is this a civil war among the water-type Pokemon families? Seeing that the 4 Pokémons were all water-type, the crowd watching was immediately excited. Double-Edged Meru, use Pray for Rain. Lizu directly asked her Pokémon to activate the rainy weather. Double-Edged Meru heard Lizu's command, nodded quickly, and then began to condense the water attribute energy around him. A large amount of water attribute energy formed dark clouds under Double-Edged Meru's control, and the dark clouds quickly floated into the sky after they formed. The dark clouds blocked the sun, and a large amount of water droplets fell, and the rainy weather formed. Xiao Wei, let's focus our fire on Double-Edged Meru first. Zhang Cheng knew that Squirtle's characteristic was the rain plate, and it was not a wise choice to forcefully attack Squirtle. The best decision was to defeat the weaker double-edged Meru first. Hearing Zhang Cheng's arrangement, Xiao Wei nodded. He knew believed in Zhang Cheng's judgment. A large part of the credit for winning the recent game was due to Zhang Cheng's command. Ironclad, use the water wave to attack double-edged Meru. Xiao Wei directly commanded Ironclad to attack double-edged Meru. Ironclad quickly condensed the water attribute energy around it, and the surrounding water attribute energy quickly gathered on the spikes on the top of Ironclad's head. A large amount of water attribute energy was controlled by Ironclad and turned into circles of water ripples. After the water ripples were formed, they quickly attacked double-edged Meru. Double-edged Meru, who had just used the rain-seeking skill, had no time to dodge and was hit by Ironclad's attack, reducing his health by a quarter. Squirtle, use waterfall climb to attack Frogger. Li Wei thought Zhang Cheng's Frogger was more threatening, so she ordered Squirtle to launch a waterfall climb attack. Squirtle gathered the water attribute energy around him on his shell, and then attacked Frogger with great power. Looking at the attacking Squirtle, Zhang Cheng showed a mysterious smile and quickly issued an order. Frogger, wait for Squirtle to get close and use Thief. Zhang Cheng had long been eyeing the mysterious water droplets carried by Squirtle. At the beginning, Zhang Cheng's tactic was to let Frogger use a series of slaps to get close to Squirtle, and then look for an opportunity to use Thief. As a result, Li Wei took the initiative to let Squirtle use the close-range attack waterfall climb, which directly gave Zhang Cheng the opportunity to use the Thief skill. Yobo Frogger gathered the evil attribute energy in his palm and grabbed the attacking Squirtle. Under the power of the mysterious water drop, Stuttle, with its powerful body, crashed into Frog, knocking down 2/5 of Frog's health. At the same time as Stuttle's attack hit, Frog grabbed Stuttle with its palm carrying evil energy. The Thief skill was activated, knocking down 1/5 of Stuttle's health and taking away the mysterious water drop. Li Wei looked at Stuttle's mysterious water drop being taken away by the opponent, and said in surprise, how could Frog learn this skill? Frog, use the waterfall to attack the double-edged pill. After getting the mysterious water drop, Zhang Cheng directly chose to attack the double-edged pill. In the doubles match, the first one to eliminate all the Pokémon of one of the trainers can gain a huge advantage. Chapter 161 Defeat Shuangrenmaru. Yobo Frog quickly condensed a large amount of water attribute energy, and the water attribute energy surrounded its body under Frog's control. With the blessing of the mysterious water drop, the power of the water attribute energy around Frog was increased again. After condensing the energy, Frog carried a body of water attribute energy and attacked double-edged Meru. Double-edged Meru, use see-through. Li Zhu saw Frog actively attacking and quickly used the see-through skill. After receiving the trainer's command, double-edged Meru attached fighting energy to his eyes. With a special energy blessing, double-edged Meru saw through Frog's attack trajectory and quickly dodged to the right. Frog's attack was perfectly avoided. Metallic Shell, use Spike Cannon to attack double-edged Meru. Xiao Wei saw Frog's attack was avoided, and quickly commanded Metallic Shell to make up for the follow-up attack. Metallic Shell skillfully gathered the surrounding energy on the spikes on the top of its head, and a large amount of energy turned into spikes under Metallic Shell's control. Because of its continuous attacking ability, Troclace easily condensed 5 spikes. After the 5 spikes condensed and formed, they were quickly shot at double-edged Meru under Troclace's control. Double-edged Meru had just dodged the attack of Frog and had no time to defend, so he was directly hit by the spikes fired by Troclace. After being attacked by 5 spike cannons in a row, double-edged Meru's health was reduced to only half. Squirtle, use saltwater attack on Frog. Seeing that double-edged Meru was attacked, Li Wei commanded Squirtle to use the saltwater skill to attack Frog. Squirtle quickly condensed the water attribute energy around it. Under Squirtle's control, a large amount of water attribute energy turned into salt water with high damage and sprayed it at Frog. Squirtle's mysterious water drop was taken away by Frog, and now its attack power is not that high. One hit Frog, causing some damage to Frog. Quick Frog, use the powerful waterfall climbing to attack double-edged Meru. Metal Shell, use the extreme beam to attack double-edged Meru. Zhang Cheng and Xiao Wei continued to use double-edged Meru, and did not plan to deal with Squirtle for the time being. After Squirtle lost a mysterious water drop, its attack power was not very strong, but because of the fish plate characteristics, it was more difficult to deal with. Yobo Yobo Quick Frog quickly condensed the water attribute energy around it, and a large amount of water attribute energy gathered on the body of Quick Frog. After condensing the energy, Quick Frog attacked Double-Edged Meru with great power. At the same time, Metal Shell also condensed the ice attribute energy, and a large amount of ice attribute energy gathered on the spikes of Metal Shell. Under the control of Metal Shell, a large amount of ice attribute energy turned into a colorful beam, and the beam attacked Double-Edged Meru with great power. Double-Edged Meru used the shell blade on Quick Frog. Double-Edged Meru's see-through skill had just been used, and now he had no defense skills, so Lizu chose to let Double-Edged Meru attack. After hearing Lizu's command, Shuangren took off the two shells on his body and held them in his palms, and then began to condense water attribute energy. Under Shuangren's control, a large amount of water attribute energy condensed on the two shells in his hands. The shells were attached with powerful energy. Shuangren waved his hands, and the two shell blades attacked the fast-swimming frog with great power. After Shuangren's shell flew out, the fast-swimming frog launched a waterfall climbing with powerful energy and came to the side of Shuangren. When it was about to hit Shuangren's shell blade hit the body of the bullfrog. Under the attack of the shell blade, the blood volume of the fast-swimming frog was reduced to only half. The fast-swimming frog endured the attack of the shell blade and used the waterfall climbing attack to hit the double blade. The waterfall climbing attack of the fast-swimming frog has the double bonus of rainy weather and mysterious water drops, and the power is very terrifying. Shuangren was directly hit by the powerful waterfall climbing attack of the fast-swimming frog and was directly hit to the residual blood state. After Shuangren was repelled by Panbu, the aurora beam of Teppanyaki also attacked quickly. Shuangren had just been attacked and had not yet recovered, and the aurora beam quickly attacked and hit Shuangren accurately. After being attacked by Teppanyaki's ice attribute aurora beam, the remaining health of Shuangren was directly knocked to the ground and lost his ability to fight. Kami Startle used Dragon Wave to attack Frog. Li Wei continued to attack Frog, allowing Kami Startle to use his powerful Dragon-type genetic skill Dragon Wave. Kami Startle quickly absorbed Dragon attribute energy, and a large amount of Dragon attribute energy accumulated around Kami Startle. Under Kami Startle's control, a large amount of Dragon attribute energy quickly turned into purple ripples, and the ripples were accompanied by powerful Dragon attribute energy. After the ripples were formed, under Kami Startle's control, they quickly attacked Frog. Dragon Wave accurately hit Frog, and Frog was attacked by Dragon Wave, and its health value dropped to only 1/3. Double-Edged Meru, you've done a good job. Come back and rest. Lizu took the Double-Edged Meru, who had lost his ability to fight, back into the Pokeball, and then sent out his second Pokemon. Go, Lady Huaji. Lizu's second Pokemon was Lady Huaji, a fairy-type Pokemon. Zhang Cheng looked at the second Pokemon sent out by Lizu, and quickly opened the system to check Lady Huaji's data. Name, Lady Huaji. Gender, female. Qualification, A attribute, fairy. Carrying props, none. Basic skills, whip, impact, fairy wind, lucky spell, leaf blade, prey, magic leaf, grass field, charming voice, flower. Defense. Learning skills, mental strength, guarding. Inherited skills, protective color, imitation, temptation. Characteristics, flower curtain. For Pokemon with this characteristic, the ability of the grass-type Pokemon of the party will not be reduced, nor will it fall into an abnormal state. Notes, Lady Huaji, a garden Pokemon, is the evolved form of flower leaf stem. Its territory is a beautiful garden, and the energy released by the flowers and plants becomes its own power. This Lady Huaji has learned a lot of skills and has a wide range of attacks. Many of her skills and characteristics can be used in conjunction with grass attribute Pokemon. After reading Lady Huaji's information, Zhang Cheng guessed that Li Wei's second Pokemon would most likely be a grass attribute Pokemon. There is no reason not to use a grass attribute Pokemon. When a grass attribute Pokemon is paired with Lady Huaji, its strength will be greatly improved. Come back, Squirtle. Li Wei took Squirtle back and replaced it with the second Pokemon. Li Wei's next move directly proved Zhang Cheng's guess. It's decided to be you, Blaza. Li Wei's second Pokemon is a Blaza with grass attributes, and it is a single grass attribute Pokemon. Chapter 162 Powerful Grass Combination. Looking at the beautiful flowers released by Li Wei, Zhang Chengke realized that the rainy weather of Shuangren and Kame Squirtle was not their main combat power, But Lady Huaji and Beautiful Flowers. Lady Huaji is paired with a grass-attributed Beautiful Flowers. First of all, Beautiful Flowers can enjoy the characteristic effects of Lady Huaji, and will not become abnormal, and their abilities in all aspects will not be reduced. Secondly, Lady Huaji will also use the green grass field. The effect of the green grass field is to turn the battlefield into a grass battlefield. The elves in the grass battlefield will continue to recover their health, and the attack power of grass skills can be improved. In addition, Lady Huaji has also learned Flower Defense. The effect of this skill can improve the defense of all grass elves on her side. This skill is not terrible when used alone, but it is very terrible when paired with Lady Huaji's genetic skill Protective Color. Protective Color can allow the attributes of the elves to change with the surrounding environment. After Lady Huaji opens the green grass field, she can use Protective Color to become a grass elf like Beautiful Flowers. In this case, Lady Huaji can use Flower Defense again to improve the defense of both elves at the same time. Madame Huaji is paired with a grass-type Pokémon, which can be said to be very terrifying. Thinking of this, Zhang Cheng's face was also very solemn. He knew that the battle had just begun, and defeating Shuang Bianwen was not enough to stabilize the victory. Looking at the appearance of the Beautiful Flower, Zhang Cheng still opened the system to check the various data of the Pokémon first, at least to have a specific understanding of the opponent's Pokémon. Name, Beautiful Flower, level 27, gender, female, qualification, B+ attribute, grass carrying props, Miracle Seed. The power of the Pokémon carrying this prop will be improved when using grass-type skills. Basic skills: Absorb, Grow, Sweet Fragrance, Dissolving Liquid, Poison Powder, Paralysis Powder, Hypnotic Powder, Super Absorb, Lucky Spell, Magic Leaf. Learning skills: Energy Ball, Magic Flash, Guarding. Inherited skills: Flying Leaf, Sharp Blade, Photosynthesis. Characteristics: Healing Heart. Pokémon with this characteristic have a certain chance to heal the abnormal status of their companions. Notes: Beautiful Flower, a flower Pokémon, sometimes gathers together to make dancing-like movements. When walking, the harder petals will touch each other and make a pleasant sound. After reading the data of Mihua, Zhang Cheng suddenly felt more pressure. Mihua's characteristic is also a double's characteristic. Healing Heart has a chance to cure the abnormal state of companions, and Madame Huaji's Flower Curtain characteristic can also ensure that Miho does not fall into an abnormal state. In this way, the two Pokémons will not fall into abnormal states, and the Hypnosis of Frog will lose its effect directly, and the Freezing Beam will not have the chance to freeze the opponent's Pokémon. Zio Wei, let's switch to Flying Pokémons. The current situation is not friendly to water Pokémons. Looking at the opponent's two grass-type Pokémons, Zhang Cheng dared not let the Half-Blood Frog and Ironclad continue to fight, otherwise they would be killed instantly by the opponent's grass-type skills. Okay, Zio Wei quickly took back the Ironclad shell and released the Iron Ninja. Come back. Ironclad shell, it's decided to be you, Iron Ninja. Zhang Cheng also quickly took back the frog. You did a good job, come back and rest for a while, frog. After taking back the frog, Zhang Cheng threw out the second Pokeball. Pippi, get ready for battle. The opponent is actually two flying Pokémons. We have to be careful, sister, Li Wei reminded Li Zhu beside her. Sister, I know. Li Zhu also had a solemn look on her face. Obviously, she was under a lot of pressure facing the opponent's two flying Pokémons. Madame Huaji, use the green grass court. Li Wei took advantage of the time when Zhang Cheng and Zhao Wei exchanged Pokémons to let Madame Huaji use the green grass court. Madame Huaji opened her arms and quickly absorbed the grass attribute energy around her body. A large amount of grass attribute energy gathered on the leaves under Madame Huaji's arms. After the grass attribute energy was condensed, it quickly fell to the ground under Madame Huaji's control. A large amount of grass attribute energy fell to the ground, and suddenly the entire empty land was filled with vitality, and small grasses rose from the ground. The green grass field was formed, and the power of grass attribute skills would be enhanced in the next battle, and the elves in the field would recover their health. Milihua, use the flying leaf knife to attack Pidgeot. Li Zhu chose to attack Zhang Cheng's Pidgeot this time, because the Iron Ninja was 4 times resistant to the grass type, and it was not wise to use grass type skills to attack the Iron Ninja. Although Pidgeot was twice as resistant to the grass type, under the blessing of the green grass field and the power of this type, the grass type skills still had some effect on Pidgeot. After hearing Li Zhu's instructions, Milahu quickly absorbed the rich grass attribute energy on the ground, and a large amount of grass attribute energy turned into flying leaves under Milihua's control. The flying leaves were attached with a large amount of energy, like a flying knife, and quickly attacked Pidgeot. Milihua's attack was very fast, and Pidgeot had no time to react just after it appeared, and was directly hit by the flying leaf knife. With a blessing of the green grass field, this attack of the flying leaf knife still knocked off a quarter of Pidgeot's health. Iron-Faced Ninja used the continuous cutting to attack Milihua. Xiaowei commanded the Iron-Faced Ninja to use his best insect-type skills to attack. The more times this continuous cutting is used, the stronger the power will be. Now the Iron-Faced Ninja has 4 times the resistance to the grass type, and he will definitely not be defeated in a short time. Xiaowei's tactic is to continuously use continuous cutting attacks to continuously improve the power of skills. Hearing Xiaowei's instructions, the Iron-Faced Ninja quickly fanned the transfer and condensed the insect attribute energy around him on the 2 sharp arms in front. After the powerful insect attribute energy was gathered, the Iron-Faced Ninja flapped his wings and came to Milihua in the blink of an eye. The continuous cutting skill was activated, and the sharp spikes on his arms attacked Milihua. The insect attribute continuous cutting attack has a control effect on the grass-type Milihua. After being hit by the continuous cutting, Milihua's health value directly dropped by 1/3. Pippi, let's use the air blades to attack Belle. Seeing Belle being attacked by the Iron Ninja, Zhang Cheng also commanded Pippi to go forward to finish off the enemy. Beep beep. Pippi heard Zhang Cheng's command and flapped its wings quickly, madly absorbing the flying energy around it. A large amount of flying energy rushed to Pippi's location. Under Pippi's control, the rich flying energy turned into an invisible blade. After the blade condensed into shape, Pippi flapped its wings, and a large number of blades carried great power to attack Belle. If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelis. There you'll find the original version of this story and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Chapter 163 Devil's Cooperation. Milihua used the skill of defending. Lizu saw the air blades of the Pidgeot coming and ordered Milihua to use the skill of defending. Milihua quickly condensed the energy around her. Under Milihua's control, a large amount of energy turned into a transparent barrier in front of her. A large number of air blades fell on the barrier and were all blocked. Madame Huoji used the skill of defending with flowers. Li Wei did not choose to let Madame Huoji attack. Madame Huoji's skill did not have that much damage. The best choice was to improve Milihua's ability. Madame Huoji condensed the fairy energy around her body. A large amount of fairy energy turned into a ball of emerald green light in Madame Huoji's hands. After the ball of light took shape, it quickly fell on the top of Milihua's head. A large amount of light spread down and bathed Milihua's body. After being bathed in light, Milihua's defense was improved. At the same time that Milihua was amplified, balls of emerald green light burst out on the green grass field. These lights spread to the bodies of the 4 elves, slowly recovering their injuries. This is the recovery effect attached to the green grass field. Continue to focus on attacking Milihua. Madame Huoji's special defense is very high. We can't deal with it for the time being. As long as Milihua is defeated, Madame Huoji will not pose much of a threat. Zhang Cheng analyzed the current situation and arranged tactics for Xiaowei. Okay, Iron Ninja, continue to use continuous cutting to attack Milihua. Xiaowei continued to let Iron Ninja use continuous cutting. This was the second time, and it would be more powerful than the last time. Iron Ninja skillfully condensed a large amount of insect attribute energy. After the insect attribute energy condensed into shape, it attached to the arm of Iron Ninja and quickly attacked Milihua. Pippi Bird, use Lightning Flash to get close to Milihua, and then use Thief. Zhang Cheng continued to use Thief skills, intending to snatch Milihua's miracle seeds. With the blessing of the miracle seeds and the green grass field, Milihua's attack strength was too high, and Zhang Cheng had to remove Milihua's props. Beep, Pidgeot quickly flapped its wings, and a large amount of energy gathered on its body. Pidgeot used the power of inertia to quickly fall and hit the beautiful flower below. Beautiful flower, used the energy ball to attack Pidgeot. Beautiful flower had just obtained the flower defense effect of Madame Huoji, and now its defense was enhanced. So Lizu did not plan to continue defending, but took the initiative to attack to reduce the life value of the opponent's elf. After hearing the order issued by Lizu, Beautiful Flower quickly emitted section from the petals on its head, and the surrounding grass attribute energy quickly gathered on the petals of Beautiful Flower. The rich grass attribute energy turned into a ball of emerald green light on the petals of Beautiful Flower. The light ball carried a terrifying destructive power and attacked Pidgeot under the control of Beautiful Flower. Pidgeot, who was attacking with lightning flash, was directly hit by the energy ball, but Pidgeot did not retreat, and endured the pain and quickly hit the body of Beautiful Flower. The green grass field just now restored Pidgeot's health to 4/5, but now it has been hit by the energy ball and its health has been reduced to 2/3. The power of the lightning flash is not very strong. After the defense is enhanced, the health lost by the Beautiful Flower is exactly the health restored by the green grass field just now. After rounding off, Pidgeot's attack this time is equivalent to no damage. But Pidgeot's attack is not over. After the lightning flash, Pidgeot quickly condenses evil energy on its wings. After the evil energy is condensed, it pounces on Beautiful Flower fiercely. The thief skill is activated. While Beautiful Flower is hurt, the miracle seed it carries is also taken away by Pidgeot. After being knocked away by the thief skill, the iron-faced ninja once again uses the continuous cut to attack Beautiful Flower. Beautiful Flower is hit by the continuous cut with the enhanced power of the iron-faced ninja, and its health is reduced to only half. Pidgeot has also learned the thief. This is too coincidental. Lizu looked at Pidgeot using the thief to take away Beautiful Flower's props, and was immediately surprised. Just now, Frog used the thief skill to take away Squirtle's mysterious water drop. Now Pidgeot can also use the thief skill and take away Belle's miracle seed. Miracle seeds don't have much effect on Pidgeot, but as long as Belle can't use miracle seeds, it will be fine. Madame Huoji continued to use flowers to defend. Li Wei still didn't plan to attack, and continued to let Madame Huoji increase Belle's defense. Their current fighting style is to focus on Belle and Madame Huoji as a supporting hand. Madame Huoji quickly condensed fairy energy, and a large amount of fairy energy gathered on Madame Huoji's arms. Madame Huoji turned the condensed fairy energy into a ball of pink light, which quickly fell on Belle's body to enhance Belle's defense. A rich emerald green light emerged from the green grass field, and the light spread and fell on the bodies of the 4 elves, and the health of the 4 elves was restored a little. Madame Huoji strengthened her defense twice, and the damage caused by her flying skills to Belle was not as high as before. Pipabird, use your strongest storm to attack Melita. Zhang Cheng saw that Melita's defense was constantly increasing, and felt that he couldn't drag it on any longer, so he asked Pipabird to launch the strongest flying skill to attack. Beep beep. Pipabird quickly flapped its wings, condensing a large amount of flying energy in Zhou Shen. The rich flying energy turned into a storm under Pipabird's control. Pipabird continued to absorb flying energy. The addition of a large amount of flying energy made the size and lethality of the storm continue to increase. After the storm skill condensed to its maximum power, it swept towards Melita under Pipabird's control. Iron-faced ninja continued to use continuous cutting to attack Melita. Zio Wei also knew that he couldn't drag it on any longer, so he continued to let Iron-faced ninja use continuous cutting. Iron-faced ninja skillfully condensed the insect attribute energy around him, and a large amount of insect attribute energy gathered on the spikes on Iron-faced ninja's arms. The Iron-faced ninja spikes carried great power and attacked Melita. After 2 consecutive attacks, the power of this consecutive attack was very strong. Melita, use hold defense. Lizu knew that Pidgeot's storm skill was very powerful, and Melita could not resist it, so she directly chose to use hold to resist the storm attack. Melita quickly accumulated energy, and a large amount of energy formed a transparent barrier in front of her. Chapter 164 Unsolvable Cooperation. The barrier was formed, and Pidgeot's storm attack hit the barrier. The barrier creaked because of the huge attack. After a period of stalemate between the storm and the barrier, the storm finally dissipated, and the defending skill of Milaho still resisted the attack of the storm. At this time, the continuous cutting skill of the iron-faced ninja also attacked, and the spikes on his arm were attached with a large amount of insect attribute energy, and attacked Milaho fiercely. Milaho had just used the defend skill, and now it was too late to defend and dodge, and was directly hit by the continuous cutting attack of the iron-faced ninja. The continuous cutting itself has a control effect on Milaho. Now after 2 consecutive repeated uses, the power of the continuous cutting skill has been greatly improved. This continuous cutting directly reduced Milaho's health to less than half. Madame Huoji continued to stack defense for Milaho and use flower defense. Li Wei still did not choose to attack, but continued to use flower defense on Madame Huoji to improve Milaho's defense again. Madame Huoji heard Li Wei's command and quickly condensed the surrounding fairy energy. A large amount of fairy energy rushed towards Madame Huoji. After the fairy energy was absorbed by Madame Huoji, a pink light ball quickly condensed above her head. Under the control of Madame Huoji, the light ball quickly flew towards Milaho. The pink light ball came to the top of Milaho's head and then spread out. A large amount of fairy light bathed Milaho, and Milaho's defense was once again improved. While Milaho's defense was improved, the effect of the green grass field was activated again. A large amount of emerald green light enveloped the 4 elves on the field, recovering the elves' injuries. Although the green grass field is a full recovery skill, it is obviously more useful for Milaho. With the blessing of the green grass field, Milaho can always withstand the attack. With the help of Madame Huoji, her defense is getting higher and higher. Xiao Wei, attack Milaho again with your team. Now she has no defense skill. Zhang Cheng planned to continue to strengthen the attack while Milaho had just used the defense and had no effective defense means. Iron Ninja, use the continuous cutting skill to attack Beauty Flower again. Xiao Wei also continued to attack Beauty Flower according to Zhang Cheng's command. Iron Ninja heard the trainer's instructions and quickly absorbed the insect attribute energy around him. A large amount of energy gathered on the spikes on Iron Ninja's arms. As he continued to use continuous cutting attacks, the insect attribute energy condensed by Iron Ninja this time was more powerful than before. After the energy was condensed to the maximum, Iron Ninja quickly flapped his wings and attacked Beauty Flower with great power. Pippi Bird, use another storm attack on Beauty Flower. Zhang Cheng also commanded Pippi Bird to do it together. They had to get rid of Beauty Flower quickly, otherwise Madame Huoji would continue to increase Beauty Flower's defense, and they would have no chance. Pippi Bird also knew that the situation in front of it was not optimistic. After hearing Zhang Cheng's instructions, it quickly condensed the surrounding flying energy, and a large amount of flying energy rushed to Pippi Bird. Pidgeot transforms the flight energy it absorbs into a storm. As the flight energy increases, the storm condensed by Pidgeot becomes larger and larger, and its power is constantly increasing. When the storm skill is condensed to its maximum power, Pidgeot flaps its wings, and the storm attacks Belle with great power. Belle, use photosynthesis. Seeing that the 2 elves of the opponent are using powerful skills to attack at the same time, Li Zhu chooses to let Belle use recovery skills. Without defending the skills, it is very difficult for Belle to resist these 2 powerful attacks, so Li Zhu chooses to let Belle use photosynthesis to increase her health to resist the opponent's attack. Belle quickly absorbs the grass attribute energy around through the petals on her head. Under the control of Belle, a large amount of grass attribute energy forms a group of emerald green light, which covers Belle's whole body and quickly recovers Belle's injuries. Belle uses photosynthesis to directly restore her health to 2/3. Madame Huoji, quickly use the flower defense on Milaho again. Li Wei saw that Milaho's situation was not very optimistic, so she quickly commanded Madame Huoji to use the flower defense to increase Milaho's defense. Madame Huoji skillfully condensed the pink fairy energy. Under Madame Huoji's control, a large amount of fairy energy turned into a gentle light. After the light was formed, it quickly flew to Milaho next to her. The pink light fell on Milaho's body, once again enhancing Milaho's defense. At the same time, Pidgeot's storm attack and Iron Ninja's continuous cut attack came. Storm is a very powerful flying skill, which has a fatal blow to the grass-type Milaho. Without defense enhancement, Milaho will definitely lose most of her health if she is hit by the storm. But now Milaho has improved her defense 4 times in a row with the help of Madame Huoji. Pidgeot's storm hit Milaho's body, and Milaho's health was reduced by 1/4. Iron Ninja's continuous cut skill was also launched with a storm, and the sharp spikes attacked Milaho fiercely. This was the 4th continuous attack of the Iron Ninja. This time, the power of the continuous cut was no weaker than that of Pidgeot's storm. The continuous cut hit Melia, knocking off 1/4 of Melia's health again. Now Melia's health was only 1/6, and it had entered a very dangerous bloodline. After the Iron Ninja's attack ended, the emerald green grass field burst into a lot of light again, and the light enveloped the 4 elves, recovering their injuries. The biggest beneficiary of these rounds of the green grass field was Melia. If it weren't for the recovery effect of the green grass field, Melia would have been defeated. Melee, use photosynthesis again. Li Zhu continued to command Melia to use photosynthesis to restore her health. Melia's defense is now very strong, and the health increased by photosynthesis will be very difficult to fight. Melia skillfully absorbs the grass attribute energy around her, and a large amount of grass attribute energy turns into emerald green light under the control of Melia. This group of light has a very strong healing effect. Under the control of Melia, the light bathes itself, and the health value is directly restored from 1/6 to 2/3. Madame Huiji continued to use flower defense. Li Wei acted as a tool, and kept asking Madame Huiji to use flower defense. The defense of the beautiful flower would increase twice and reach the maximum value. If the defense of the beautiful flower reached the maximum value, coupled with photosynthesis, even elves with attribute restraint would find it very difficult to defeat the beautiful flower. Chapter 165 Breakthrough Madame Huiji. Now, Melia is like a big boss. Not only does she have strong defense, but also her attack power is very strong with the blessing of the green grass field. If it weren't for the Pidgeot that took away Melia's miracle seed, Melia's attack power would be even stronger. What's more perverted is that Melia has the flower curtain protection of Madame Huiji, and will not fall into an abnormal state, and her attack power, defense power and other attributes will not be reduced. In this way, the moves to clear the opponent's energy will lose their effect, and the hypnosis of the fast-swimming frog will also be ineffective. Looking at Melia with increasing defense power and blood volume, Zhang Cheng decided to change his strategy and focus on defeating Madame Huiji first. After defeating Madame Huiji, Melia will lose the protection of the flower curtain characteristics, and then the hypnosis of the mosquito repellent frog will come in handy. Thinking of this, Zhang Cheng no longer hesitated and told Xiao Wei a new arrangement: if you want to solve Melia, you must first solve Madame Huiji on the side. Don't worry about Melia, and focus on attacking Madame Huiji with me. Xiao Wei trusted Zhang Cheng very much. Without saying much, he directly commanded the iron-faced ninja to launch an attack. Iron Ninja, change the target, use continuous cutting to attack Madame Huiji. The Iron Ninja has used continuous cutting 5 times in a row. The power of this continuous cutting will surpass the storm attack of Pidgeot. After hearing Xiao Wei's order, the Iron Ninja quickly flapped his wings, and a large amount of insect attribute energy gathered on the spikes of his arms. The insect attribute energy on the entire arm of the Iron Ninja reached a terrifying level. After the energy was condensed, the Iron Ninja quickly attacked Madame Huiji. Pidgeot, use steel wings to attack Madame Huiji. Zhang Cheng also commanded Pidgeot to attack Madame Huiji. Madame Huiji was a fairy-type elf and was more afraid of steel-type skills, so Zhang Cheng chose to let Pidgeot use the steel-type genetic skill Steel Wings to attack. Beep! Pidgeot quickly condensed the surrounding steel attribute energy, and a large amount of steel attribute energy gathered on Pidgeot's wings. With a blessing of steel attribute energy, Pidgeot's wings became as hard as steel. After the energy was condensed, Pidgeot flapped its wings, and the wings with a large amount of steel energy attacked Lady Huiji. The Iron Ninja was extremely fast and came directly in front of Lady Huiji, attacking her with spikes of powerful insect energy. Lady Huiji was hit by the most powerful continuous attack, and her health was directly reduced by half. Fairy-type elves have a resistance effect on insect-type skills, and Lady Huiji's defense is not bad, so she was able to withstand the continuous attack of the Iron Ninja. If it were other elves with too strong defense, they would most likely be killed by the continuous attack of the Iron Ninja. After the continuous attack of the Iron Ninja ended, Pidgeot's steel wings flew over. The wings like steel hit Lady Huiji's body, knocking off 1/3 of her health. The attack power of the steel wing skill itself is not strong, and Pidgeot is not a steel-type elf, so it does not have the power bonus of this type. The reason why I can cause good damage to Madame Huiji is that my attribute restrains me. Steel-type skills attacking Madame Huiji of the fairy type will cause double damage. The effect of the green grass field is activated again, and a large amount of emerald green light is emitted, covering the 4 elves. Madame Huiji has recovered 1/6 of her health under the healing effect of the green grass field, and now she still has 1/3 of her health. Madame Huiji, use your mental power to attack Pidgeot. Li Wei saw that Madame Huiji was attacked and planned to take the initiative to attack. Li Wei knew that Madame Huiji could not hold on for the next round, so she chose to counterattack directly to create some advantages for the team before losing her combat ability. Besides, she still has a Squirtle, so even if Madame Huiji is defeated, she still has the strength to fight. After hearing Li Wei's instructions, Madame Huiji quickly condensed a powerful super energy, and a large amount of super energy gathered above Madame Huiji's head. Under Madame Huaji's control, the super energy above her had turned into a string of powerful energy, which was accompanied by a powerful mental attack force and attacked Pidgeot in the air. This is the most powerful move among the skills that Madame Huaji has mastered so far. Pippi Bird, use guard. Zhang Cheng also knew that this was Madame Huaji's strongest attack, so he didn't intend to take it head-on, and directly let Pippi Bird use guard to defend. Beep beep. Pippi Bird quickly condensed the energy around it, and a large amount of energy was controlled by Pippi Bird and turned into a transparent barrier in front of it. After the barrier was formed, Madame Huaji's mental attack also came, and the powerful energy bombarded the guard barrier. The barrier also made a sound of being overwhelmed because of the huge energy. The barrier gave people a shaky feeling, but in the end it successfully resisted Madame Huaji's powerful attack. It is still difficult to break the guard barrier, unless the power of the skill is very terrifying, far exceeding the current level. Iron-Faced Ninja used Lion Key to get rid of Madame Huaji. Xiao Wei commanded the Iron-Faced Ninja to continue attacking Madame Huaji. Madame Huaji's current health was only 1/3, and there was no way to resist the attack of the Iron-Faced Ninja. The Iron Ninja quickly condensed the insect attribute energy, and a large amount of insect attribute energy gathered on the spikes of the Iron Ninja's arms. After the energy was condensed, the Iron Ninja flapped his wings and quickly attacked Madame Huaji. The Iron Ninja's most powerful continuous attack hit Madame Huaji's body, directly clearing Madame Huaji's health points, and Madame Huaji lost her ability to fight. You have done very well, come back, Madame Huaji. Crumpet, it's you. Li Wei released her other Pokemon Crumpet to fight. Milihua used the energy ball to attack Pidgeot. Li Zhu saw that her sister's Madame Huaji was defeated, and quickly commanded Milihua to attack Pidgeot. Milihua quickly condensed the grass attribute energy around it, and a large amount of grass attribute energy gathered on the petals of Milihua. The absorbed energy turned into a ball of emerald green light under the control of Milihua, and the light ball carried huge destructive power and quickly attacked Pidgeot. Pippi used the air blade to attack the beautiful flower. Zhang Cheng was not to be outdone, and took the initiative to attack the beautiful flower head-on. Beep beep. Pippi quickly condensed a large amount of flying energy, and under Pippi's control, the flying energy turned into an invisible blade and quickly attacked the beautiful flower below. Chapter 166, The Song of Destruction shows its power again. Pidgeot's air blade and Beauty's energy ball were released at the same time, hitting each other. With a blessing of the green grass field, the energy ball was very powerful, directly knocking off 1/3 of Pidgeot's health. Because Beauty had a high defense bonus, it only lost 1/6 of its health when attacked by the air blade. This amount of health is almost equivalent to no damage to Beauty, which is blessed by the green grass field. As long as the healing effect of the green grass field is triggered, the damage caused by Pidgeot's air blade can be restored. Beauty is like a big boss in the green grass field. Iron-Faced Ninja used the continuous cut attack. Xiao Wei's Iron-Faced Ninja continued to use the continuous cut, and now the power of the continuous cut has reached the maximum damage. Hearing Xiao Wei's command, the Iron-Faced Ninja quickly flapped his wings and began to condense the insect attribute energy around him. Under the control of the Iron-Faced Ninja, a large amount of insect attribute energy attached to the spikes on his arms. After condensing the energy, the Iron-Faced Ninja extended the spikes and attacked Beauty. Squirtle, stand in front of Belle and use guard. Li Wei saw the opponent's powerful continuous cut attack and chose to protect Belle. Kami Squirtle quickly came in front of Belle and absorbed a lot of energy. The energy turned into a transparent barrier under Squirtle's control. After the barrier was formed, the Iron Ninja's continuous cut attack also followed. The powerful continuous cut chopped on the barrier, and the barrier made a continuous creaking sound. In the end, Squirtle's guard barrier was broken, and the energy of the Iron Ninja's continuous cut attack was also consumed. The guard skill barely withstood the powerful attack of the Iron Ninja. At this time, the green grass field emitted a lot of emerald green light, which bathed the bodies of the 4 elves and restored their health. Xiao Wei changed the target to attack Squirtle this time. Squirtle's guard skill has just been used up. Zhang Cheng commanded Xiao Wei to attack. Now the Iron Ninja's continuous cut skill is the most feared by the opponent. If it takes a continuous cut head-on, even Belle, who has terrible defense, will lose half of her health. So the opponent will definitely use the hold skill to resist the Iron Ninja's continuous cutting. If Xiao Wei continues to attack Milihua, Milihua can use her hold. In this way, the Iron Ninja's attack will be perfectly resolved. So the best strategy now is to use the continuous cutting to attack Squirtle. If Melee intends to use the hold to protect Squirtle, it will lose the opportunity to attack, and the opponent will be very passive by the Iron Ninja. Iron Ninja used the continuous cutting to attack Squirtle. Hearing Zhang Cheng's command, Xiao Wei had no doubts and commanded the Iron Ninja to attack the opponent's Squirtle without hesitation. The Iron Ninja skillfully condensed the insect attribute energy around his body, and a large amount of insect attribute energy gathered on the spikes on the Iron Ninja's arms. After the energy condensation was completed, the Iron Ninja carried a huge momentum, flapped his wings and attacked the Squirtle on the opposite side. Melee used the hold skill to protect Squirtle. Lizu knew that the opponent's Iron Ninja's continuous cutting attack was amazingly powerful, and did not dare to let Squirtle resist it. So she chose to continue to use the hold to defend. Melissa quickly came to the front of Startle, and the petals on her head quickly absorbed the energy around her body. A large amount of energy formed a transparent barrier in front of Melissa. The Iron Ninja's continuous attack quickly hit the protective barrier condensed by Melissa. Just like the protective barrier condensed by Startle just now, this barrier was attacked by the Iron Ninja's continuous attack, and it made a creaking sound under the heavy load. In the end, the barrier was shattered, but the attack of the Iron Ninja was also resolved. Pippi Bird, come back and rest. Zhang Cheng took back Pippi Bird at this time and released Frog to fight. Frog, it's you, Yobo. Yobo, Frog was eager to fight as soon as he appeared, looking like he couldn't wait to fight. Frog used the Song of Destruction on Melissa. Zhang Cheng used this unsolvable skill again. Li Wei and Li Zhu now only have one Pokémon left, and there are no extra Pokémon to replace. As long as Frog's Song of Doom hits, it's only a matter of time before the opponent's Pokémon loses its ability to fight. This is also one of the reasons why Zhang Cheng prioritizes defeating Madame Huaji. As long as Madame Huaji is defeated, both of them will only have one Pokémon left, and Madame Huaji's Flower Curtain effect will also disappear. Without the protection of the Flower Curtain feature, Zhang Cheng can let Frog use Song of Doom on Belle. Although Belle has amazing defense, these defenses have no effect when facing Song of Doom. No matter how thick your health bar is or how amazing your defense is, as long as you are hit by Song of Doom, if you don't replace your Pokémon, you can only wait in despair for your health bar to be emptied. Yobo, Frog shouted loudly, quickly condensing the energy around it, and a large amount of energy gathered in Frog's mouth. After the energy took shape, it turned into a string of strange songs, which quickly floated towards Belle. Song of Doom is not a substantial attack skill. Even if Squirtle wants to resist, it can't do it. The Song of Destruction directly hit Belleflower. If it dragged on any longer, Belleflower would inevitably lose her ability to fight. Squirtle used Dragon Wave to attack Frog. Li Wei saw that Squirtle could not help Belleflower resist the Song of Destruction, so she could only choose to attack. Squirtle quickly condensed energy, and a large amount of blue-purple dragon energy suddenly appeared around it. The powerful dragon energy was constantly absorbed by Squirtle. Squirtle turned the absorbed dragon energy into circles of ripples, which had a strong destructive power. After the dragon wave was formed, it quickly attacked Frog under Squirtle's control. Frog could not avoid it and was directly hit by Squirtle's dragon wave, and its health was knocked down by nearly half. The power of dragon skills is indeed strong. This is the dragon wave used by Squirtle, a non-dragon Pokémon. If it were used by a dragon Pokémon, I don't know how terrible the power would be. After a fight between several elves, the healing effect of the green grass field was activated again, and a large amount of emerald green light burst out, healing the elves' injuries. After photosynthesis and the treatment of the green grass field, the health of the beautiful flower has now returned to its best state, but this has no effect. Because the beautiful flower was hit by the Song of Destruction, it is only a matter of time before it loses its fighting ability. Zhang Cheng and Xiao Wei will not choose to attack the beautiful flower next. Chapter 167 Defeat Beautiful Flower. Beauty Flower used the most powerful energy ball to attack the frog. Lizu was also very clear about the effect of the Song of Destruction, and quickly commanded Beauty Flower to launch an attack, striving to defeat one of the opponent's elves before the Song of Destruction took effect. Beauty Flower looked solemn, and it also knew that the current situation was not optimistic, and quickly condensed the grass attribute energy around it. A large amount of grass attribute energy gathered on the petals on the top of Beauty Flower's head. The energy absorbed this time was far more than the previous few times. This was the most powerful attack that Beauty Flower used with its explosive potential. Under the control of Beauty Flower, a large amount of grass attribute energy turned into a rich emerald green light ball, which was full of destructive power. The light ball was condensed, and under the control of Beauty Flower, it quickly attacked the frog. This energy ball was not only a bonus of Beauty Flower's own system, but also had the energy blessing of the green grass field, and its power was terrifying. Frog, use hold to resist. Zhang Cheng chose the most rogue way to play, just delay the time, and decisively let the frog use hold. Yobo the fast-swimming frog quickly condensed the energy around it. Under the control of the fast-swimming frog, a large amount of energy turned into a transparent barrier. The barrier appeared in front of the fast-swimming frog for defense. The energy ball fell on the barrier with great power. As the energy ball continued to rotate and exert force, cracks began to appear on the barrier. As time went by, the cracks on the barrier became more and more, and finally the barrier shattered when it reached a critical point of endurance. This terrifying attack of the energy ball directly shattered the defense of the fast-swimming frog. After breaking through the defense of the barrier, the energy ball hit the body of the fast-swimming frog with the remaining power. After being attacked by the energy ball, the life of the mosquito-repellent frog was reduced to only the last 1/6. Fortunately, the barrier greatly reduced the power of the energy ball, otherwise the fast-swimming frog would most likely lose its combat ability after being hit. Iron Ninja, use continuous cutting to attack Squirtle. Zio Wei also commanded the Iron Ninja to attack at the same time. The target of the attack was naturally Squirtle. The beautiful flower was hit by the Song of Destruction, so there was no need to attack now. The Iron Ninja heard Zio Wei's order and quickly condensed the insect attribute energy. A large amount of insect attribute energy gathered on the spikes of the Iron Ninja's arm. After the energy was condensed, the Iron Ninja carried a huge force and launched a continuous cutting attack on the Squirtle below. Squirtle, use guard. Li Wei knew that the Iron Ninja's current continuous cutting attack was very powerful, and she didn't dare to let Squirtle be attacked, so she quickly commanded Squirtle to use guard for defense. Squirtle seeing the opponent's terrifying offensive, Squirtle also frantically condensed the energy around him. Under the control of Squirtle, a large amount of energy quickly formed a transparent barrier in front of him. After the barrier appeared, Squirtle's entire body was protected in it. The Iron Ninja's continuous attack came, and the spikes on his arms attacked the barrier fiercely. The seemingly weak barrier was extremely strong, and the Iron Ninja could not break through for a while. Seeing that he could not break through the barrier, the Iron Ninja could not help but increase the frequency of attacks. In the end, the barrier of Squirtle was still shattered by the Iron Ninja, but the energy on the Iron Ninja's arm was also very little, and only caused slight damage to Squirtle. The effect of the green grass field was triggered again, and the emerald energy bathed the bodies of the 4 elves, slightly recovering the injuries of the elves. Quick Swim Frog, use the Song of Destruction to attack Squirtle. Zhang Cheng did not choose to defend again. First, because the skill of defending had just been used, and second, even if he used defending, it would be highly likely that he could not withstand the next attack of the beautiful flower. After comprehensive consideration, Zhang Cheng planned to let the mosquito frog use the Song of Destruction again. As long as the Song of Destruction hits this time, they can basically establish their victory. Yobo, after hearing Zhang Cheng's command, the fast-swimming frog quickly condensed the energy around it, and a large amount of energy gathered in the mouth of the fast-swimming frog. Under the transformation of the fast-swimming frog, these energies turned into a series of strange sound waves, but these sound waves dissipated in the air as soon as they were emitted, and did not hit the Squirtle. The fast-swimming frog failed to use the Song of Destruction this time. Seeing that the fast-swimming frog failed to use the Song of Destruction, Zhang Cheng was a little surprised, but he was not very worried, because he had a great advantage now. Milihua, use the energy ball to attack the fast-swimming frog again. Li Zhu saw that the fast-swimming frog's attack failed, and seized the opportunity to let Milihua use the grass-type skills that the fast-swimming frog feared to attack. Milihua frantically absorbed the grass attribute energy around it. It knew that this was the last chance to attack, and the Song of Destruction would take effect soon. Milihua continued to speed up the speed of absorbing energy. A large amount of grass attribute energy sun attached to the petals on the top of Milihua's head. Under the control of Milihua, the rich grass attribute energy turned into a dark green ball. After the sphere was formed, it attacked Frog with powerful energy. Frog was hit head-on by the energy ball bell, With a bonus of its own system and the power increase of the green grass field, Frog's health was instantly emptied, and it lost its ability to fight. At the same time when Frog lost its ability to fight, the Song of Destruction took effect, and Belle's full health was instantly emptied, and it fell on the grass and lost its ability to fight. Come back, Frog, come back, Belle. Zhang Cheng and Lizu both took back their own Pokémon that had lost their ability to fight. The difference was that Zhang Cheng still had other Pokémons that could go out to fight, but Lizu did not. Pidgeot, prepare for battle. Zhang Cheng sent out his second Pokémon, Pidgeot. Squirtle, use Waterfall Climb to attack Iron Ninja. Li Wei commanded Squirtle to attack. Now the biggest threat to the opponent was this Iron Ninja. Li Wei's idea was that she had to defeat Iron Ninja first before she would have a certain chance of winning. Although the hope was slim, she had to try it after all. Kami. Stoddle was not afraid of the two Pokémons and quickly condensed a large amount of water element energy to cover his body. After the energy was condensed, Stoddle attacked the Iron Ninja with great power. Iron Ninja, continuous attack. Facing the attack of Stoddle, Zhao Wei was not worried, because the continuous attack of Iron Ninja was very powerful. The opponent's biggest mistake was not to target his Iron Ninja at the beginning. Iron Ninja used continuous cutting continuously, and now the most powerful continuous cutting has become unstoppable. Chapter 168 Doubles Champion. The Iron Ninja quickly absorbed the insect energy around him, and a large amount of insect energy gathered on the spikes on the Iron Ninja's arms. After the energy was condensed, the Iron Ninja attacked Squirtle with great power. Squirtle's waterfall climbing attack collided with the Iron Ninja's continuous cutting attack. Squirtle could not withstand the Iron Ninja's attack and was soon knocked out. Under the attack of the Iron Ninja, Squirtle's health value dropped by nearly half, while the Iron Ninja's health value only dropped by a quarter. The green grass field also suddenly erupted at this time, and a large amount of emerald green light covered the bodies of the three elves. These energies have a healing effect, so that the health value of each elf is restored a little. Now the opponent has only one Squirtle left, while Zhang Cheng and Zhao Wei have three elves, occupying an absolute advantage. Piplup, use Steel Wing to attack Squirtle. Zhang Cheng directly let Piplup launch an attack. There is no need to defend now. The two of them keep attacking, and Squirtle will definitely not be able to resist. Beep beep. After hearing Zhang Cheng's command, Pidgeot quickly flapped its wings, and a large amount of steel energy rushed to Pidgeot's position. Pidgeot attached the absorbed steel energy to its wings, and a large amount of steel energy turned Pidgeot's wings into steel hard. After the steel wings were formed, Pidgeot flapped its wings, and the wings were attached with powerful energy, carrying a huge force to attack the Squirtle on the ground. Iron Ninja, use another powerful continuous attack to end the game directly. Zhao Wei was very confident in the attack of the Iron Ninja. With Squirtle's current health, he would definitely not be able to withstand the attack of the two this time. The Iron Ninja skillfully absorbed the insect attribute energy around him, and a large amount of insect attribute energy gathered on the spikes on the Iron Ninja's arms. The spikes formed a terrifying destructive force by constantly absorbing energy. After the energy condensation was completed, the Iron Ninja flapped his wings and quickly attacked the Squirtle in front. Squirtle, use Dragon Wave to attack the Iron Ninja. Li Wei knew that there was no chance of winning, but she didn't plan to give up, and chose to continue fighting. Squirtle nodded to Li Wei, and quickly absorbed the dragon attribute energy around him. A large amount of deep purple dragon attribute energy was absorbed by Squirtle. The dragon attribute energy absorbed by Squirtle turned into circles of deep purple ripples, and after the ripples were formed, they had a strong attack power. After the ripples were condensed, the powerful dragon wave under Squirtle's control directly attacked the opponent's Iron Ninja. Pidgeot's steel wings quickly hit Squirtle's body, knocking off a quarter of Squirtle's health. Squirtle's dragon wave also quickly hit Iron Ninja at the same time. Iron Ninja was attacked by Dragon Wave and directly lost half of his health. The injured Iron Ninja did not retreat, but endured the pain and continued to approach Squirtle, using a continuous cut attack. The powerful continuous attack hit Squirtle, directly clearing Squirtle's health points. Squirtle fell to the ground helplessly and lost his ability to fight. Squirtle has lost his ability to fight. I declare that the champions of this doubles match are Zhang Cheng and Zhao Wei. After confirming that Squirtle has lost his ability to fight, the referee announced the result of the match. As the result of the match came out, the onlookers started a heated discussion. I said they were the favorites to win, But you didn't believe it before. These two trainers are really good. I didn't expect them to win with such a big advantage in the finals. Am I the only one who pays attention to the girls? These two girls are really good looking. I like them so much. Do you like them? You are just greedy for their bodies. The onlookers expressed their opinions one after another, and the specific content of the discussion was also strange. You have done very well. Come back, Squirtle. After the match, Li Wei took back the Squirtle who had lost his ability to fight. You are so good. I didn't expect to lose to you, Li Wei said to Zhang Cheng and Xiao Wei with some regret. It's just that I'm lucky, and I have a certain advantage in attributes, Zhang Cheng also responded modestly. No way, it's obviously you who are good, don't be so modest, Li Zhu stood up and said playfully. Haha, you are also very good, Zhang Cheng said with a smile. The four of them chatted briefly and left the battlefield. As soon as they left the battlefield, a staff member found Zhang Cheng and Xiao Wei and transferred the 1 million elf coins bonus after winning the championship to them. Zhang Cheng was very satisfied with the speed of the money. Usually, no matter what kind of competition, the time for the reward to be issued always takes days. This is the only time that the reward is paid immediately after the game. If you ask Zhang Cheng how he feels at this time, there's only one word: cool. The reward is paid immediately, and the salary is paid immediately. This approach makes Zhang Cheng and Xiao Wei feel very good. The two divided the reward in half according to the previous agreement, 500,000 elf coins each. After classifying the rewards, the two separated. After all, they gathered together for this competition. Now that the competition is successfully concluded, there is no need to continue together. They each went to do their own things. After Zhang Cheng and Xiao Wei said goodbye, they left the battlefield and planned to find a place in the town to have lunch. Li Zhu? Why are you here? Just when Zhang Cheng was looking for a place to eat, he suddenly found Li Zhu behind him. Why can't I be here? Li Zhu said confidently. Well, it's quite a coincidence that I can be here, haha, Zhang Cheng replied with a laugh. What are you going to do now? Li Zhu asked proactively. What else can I do at this time? Of course, I'm going to have lunch, Zhang Cheng said with his hands spread out. Then let's go together. I know a place in town that has super delicious food, Li Zhu invited Zhang Cheng. Do you mean to treat me to a meal? Zhang Cheng asked jokingly. You just took my little money, and now you want me to treat you, woo woo woo, Li Zhu pretended to be sad. Seeing Li Zhu's childish taste, Zhang Cheng said with a smile, then I'll treat you to make up for your broken heart. Okay. After hearing Zhang Cheng's agreement, Li Zhu's sad expression disappeared, revealing an expression of success. Under the guidance of Li Zhu, the two came to a hot pot restaurant. After finding a seat and sitting down, Zhang Cheng looked at a menu for a while, ordered some staple food at random, and then handed the menu to Li Zhu. Chapter 169 Return Home. Order whatever you want, I'll treat you. Zhang Cheng handed the menu to Li Zhu and said. Zhang Cheng is no longer short of elf coins. He has earned hundreds of thousands of elf coins from recent missions and doubles matches, so the cost of a hot pot meal is just a drop in the bucket. Then I'm not polite, Li Zhu said with a sly smile. After ordering the dishes, Zhang Cheng handed the menu to the waiter and waited for the dishes to be served. Brother, which school are you from? Li Zhu was a little bored while waiting for the dishes, so she took the initiative to find a topic. Jiancheng No. 1 Middle School. How about you? Zhang Cheng heard Xiao Wei say that Li Wei and the Li Wei sisters were from the Imperial Capital No. 1 Middle School, but he was not 100% sure, so he asked. I'm from the Imperial Capital No. 1 Middle School, Li Zhu said with her hands on her cheeks as she looked at Zhang Cheng. The Imperial Capital No. 1 Middle School is far away from here. How did you get here? Zhang Cheng asked in confusion. Li Zhu thought for a while and said, there are distant relatives here, and they are coming to visit because the new year is coming soon. Is that so? Zhang Cheng nodded and didn't say anything else. Do you have a university you want to go to? Li Zhu continued to ask various questions like a curious baby. Yes, Magic City University. Zhang Cheng originally wanted to enter Sakura University because it was closer to his home, but later chose Magic City University because of Bai Yuling. Is that so? Have you ever considered Imperial University? Li Zhu asked curiously. I haven't considered it, haha, I prefer Magic City, Zhang Cheng responded with a smile. Okay, Li Zhu nodded, and then handed the phone to Zhang Cheng. Let's add the contact information. Okay, no problem, Zhang Cheng saw that the other girl took the initiative to ask for contact information, so naturally there was no reason to refuse. After chatting for a while, the hot pot and various dishes were served, and the two began to concentrate on eating. After eating the hot pot, Zhang Cheng paid the bill, and then said goodbye to Li Zhu and returned to the hotel where he lived. After returning to the hotel, Zhang Cheng released the elves and took out the energy cubes they loved to eat. The elves saw the energy cubes and made happy noises, holding an energy cube in one hand and chewing it. In the afternoon, Zhang Cheng stayed in the hotel and didn't go anywhere. He had just finished the game, and Zhang Cheng planned to rest and relax with the elves. He lay down until 8 o'clock in the evening, then he slowly left the hotel and went to the town to pack a dinner and went back to the hotel to eat. After eating, he continued to lie down. It was not until late at night when he felt sleepy that Zhang Cheng went to wash up simply. After washing up, he fell asleep. The next morning, the alarm of the mobile phone rang on time. Zhang Cheng turned off the alarm and wrapped himself in the quilt to continue sleeping. Zhang Cheng planned to continue to rest for a day today and enter the Magnolia Forest for training tomorrow. The rest time always passed quickly, and the day passed in a flash. The next morning, Zhang Cheng got up before the alarm rang, washed up simply, went to the town to solve the breakfast, and then headed towards the direction of the Magnolia Forest. Zhang Cheng still came to the waterfall where Haoli lived according to his previous habit. After arriving at the waterfall, the elves quickly rushed to Haoli and fought each other. The elves and Haoli hadn't seen each other for a while, and there were endless things to say when they met at this time. After the elves finished reminiscing about the past, they started actual combat training with Haoli. Zhang Cheng arranged for the fast-swimming frog to fight with Haoli, and then took the other elves to the depths of the forest to find wild elves to fight. In this way, Zhang Cheng began to experience day after day. With a continuous fighting and training every day, the level of the elves was also rapidly improved. After this period of experience accumulation, the level of the fast-swimming frog reached level 32, and the level of the BB bird, the woolly sheep and the swamp jump fish was upgraded to level 31. Today is the day when Zhang Cheng is ready to go home, because he has been in Mulan town for almost 2 months. The Chinese New Year will come the day after tomorrow. After the Chinese New Year, the school will start, and the second half of the study life is about to come. As usual, Zhang Cheng got up early today to wash up, and then went to the town to have breakfast. After doing all this, Zhang Cheng came to the elf store and bought a lot of elf food and energy blocks that Haoli likes to eat, intending to give them to Haoli later. Because after Zhang Cheng leaves this time, he may not come to Mulan Forest for a long time. Haoli has been with the elves for so long, Zhang Cheng naturally cannot treat it badly. Since there were a lot of elf food, Zhang Cheng couldn't carry it by himself, so he had to release the fast-swimming frog to do the hard work. The muscular fast-swimming frog was very strong and easily lifted a lot of elf food. Zhang Cheng brought the elves to the waterfall and gave the elf food and energy cubes to Haoli. At first, Haoli didn't want to take it, thinking that these things were too valuable. Finally, after several elf soft and hard persuasion, he accepted these elf food and energy cubes. These foods were enough for Haoli to eat for a long time. Haoli, we are ready to leave Magnolia Forest. Remember to protect these foods, Zhang Cheng instructed Haoli. Haoli nodded to indicate that he remembered. Then we are ready to leave. We will have a chance to see each other again in the future. Zhang Cheng waved goodbye to Haoli. Seeing that Zhang Cheng and the elves were leaving, Haoli was also a little reluctant. He didn't want to look at the sad scene in front of him, so he turned around and returned to the cave where he lived. Seeing Haoli leave, Zhang Cheng waved in the direction of the cave, and then led the elves out of Mulan Forest. After returning to Mulan town, Zhang Cheng first packed up the hotel's things, and then called a taxi through his mobile phone. After taking the taxi, Zhang Cheng returned home 4 hours later. His mother knew that Zhang Cheng would come back today and had already prepared a sumptuous meal. Looking at the meal prepared for him, Zhang Cheng's eyes were red, and his heart was very moved. He secretly vowed to improve his strength as much as possible, find his father and reunite the family. After eating, Zhang Cheng originally planned to wash the dishes himself, but was stopped by his mother, who asked Zhang Cheng to just put the dishes and chopsticks aside. Seeing his mother's firm attitude, Zhang Cheng nodded and agreed. He didn't want to confront his mother. After dinner, Zhang Cheng returned to his room and lay on the bedboard, thinking about the plan for the second half of the semester after the new year. The first thing is to raise the level of the elves to above level 36, so that all the elves can evolve into the final form, and the combat effectiveness will get a qualitative leap. As long as the elf can evolve to its final form, it won't be too difficult for Zhang Cheng to be admitted to Magic City University. If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelis. There you'll find the original version of this story and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Chapter 170 School starts. In the following days, Zhang Cheng took the elves to the open space near his home for training every day to improve the elves' proficiency and skills. The new year did not feel much to Zhang Cheng, because his family had basically no relatives in Jiangcheng, and during the new year, it was only Zhang Cheng and his mother. More than 10 days passed in a flash, and the school day was about to start. After more than 10 days of training, the elves' proficiency and skills has reached a higher level, but the level has not been improved. As the level of the elves becomes higher, ordinary training has a very weak improvement on the level of the elves. The main way to improve the level is through fighting. After school starts, it seems that I still have to find Yiyan to learn more, and then find an opportunity to continue to go out for training, Zhang Cheng murmured in his heart. Tomorrow is the first day of school. After dinner, Zhang Cheng returned to the room and packed up the clothes he needed to take away and the elf supplies. Starting tomorrow morning, he will continue to go to school for the second half of the year. Knowing that they will be separated for a long time again, his mother was also very sad, and she felt much better with Zhang Cheng's comfort. After comforting his mother, Zhang Cheng simply washed up, set the alarm and fell asleep. The next morning, Zhang Cheng started a new day with the sound of the alarm. After getting up and packing his things, Zhang Cheng was ready to go. When he walked into the living room, he found that his mother had already prepared his favorite breakfast. Looking at this hearty breakfast, Zhang Cheng's appetite increased greatly. He quickly solved it all. After the meal, he said goodbye to his mother, and then went out to stop a taxi. "Master, please go to Jiangcheng No. 1 Middle School," Zhang Cheng said politely after getting in the car. "Young man, is school starting today? I really envy you students. I don't even have the opportunity to study." Alice, the driver, sighed. "Yes, school starts today. Everyone has their own way of living. There is no need to entangle these." Looking at the frustrated driver, Zhang Cheng explained. "Haha, you are right. Just live a good life now. There is no need to think so much," the driver laughed. The two chatted all the way and soon arrived at Jiangcheng University. After arriving at the place, Zhang Cheng paid the fare, said goodbye to the driver and entered the campus. After arriving at the school, Zhang Cheng first returned to the dormitory and cleaned the entire room. There has been no one living here for nearly 2 months, and a lot of dust has accumulated. After cleaning, Zhang Cheng put away the daily necessities and bedding he brought, and then left the dormitory and went to the cafeteria to solve a lunch. After the meal, Zhang Cheng had nowhere to go, and finally chose to go to the training ground to train the elves. Now that the fast-swimming frog has mastered the new skill Hell Roll, Zhang Cheng plans to let the fast-swimming frog practice more to increase proficiency. Pidgeot has also learned a new change-type skill of high-speed movement. After learning this trick, the speed of Pidgeot will be greatly improved. Zhang Cheng also asked Pidgeot to practice more and not fall behind the proficiency of the skill. Swampert has learned a new rock-type skill Rock Collapse. After learning this trick, Swampert has a good control effect on flying elves. And the attack surface has become more extensive. The other elves have all learned new skills, and the woolly sheep is naturally indispensable. The woolly sheep has learned a new ghost skill, Strange Light, which can put the opponent into a state of confusion. It is a good interference skill. In addition, the woolly sheep has also learned a high-powered rock skill Power Gem. Like the Swampert, it has learned a powerful skill that is not of its own system. This skill is still very practical. In addition to controlling the flying system, the rock system skills have a good effect on the insect system, ice system and fire system elves, and there are many restrained attributes. Now the combat effectiveness of the elves has been formed. After evolving once more, the strength will be improved again, and the entire rainy day team is basically formed. After Zhang Cheng trained at the training ground for a while, Yiyan also came to the training ground. After not seeing each other for 2 months, the two began to chat about various things during the winter vacation. "I haven't seen you for a winter vacation. I feel that your elf level has increased a lot again, Yan said, looking at the elf next to Zhang Cheng. Fortunately, the level of the main elf is now level 32, Zhang Cheng truthfully talked about the situation of his elf. Awesome. My Butterfree is only level 31 now. At your speed, you will definitely reach level 36 before the college entrance examination, and you can take the elite trainer exam in advance, Yan said to Zhang Cheng with a thumbs up. Don't come on, kid. You are about the same as me. When I reach level 36, you will also be level 36, Zhang Cheng believes that Yan has this ability. Haha, then I will work hard and strive to go to the challenge tower together before the college entrance examination to win the title of elite trainer, Yan said with fighting spirit. That's a must. Setting a goal will give you motivation, Zhang Cheng is very confident about this goal. In the following time, the two of them trained the elves together. Near the evening, the two of them finished today's training together, went to the cafeteria to solve dinner, and then went back to the dormitory. After returning to the dormitory, Zhang Cheng released the elves and took out the energy cubes to feed them. The elves had been training for a day, and now they were full of energy when they saw the energy cubes. They grabbed an energy cube in one hand and stuffed it into their mouths. Looking at the energetic elves, Zhang Cheng was in a good mood. The next morning, Zhang Cheng started a new day under the urging of the alarm clock. Today, classes will officially start. When he arrived in the classroom, Zhang Cheng saw familiar classmates and returned to his familiar seat. As the bell rang, Bai Yuling arrived in the classroom on time. Still with the beautiful long milky white hair, Zhang Cheng looked at Bai Yuling's long hair and was slightly absent-minded. After Bai Yuling came to the classroom, she chatted briefly with the classmates, and then started today's theoretical knowledge class. Zhang Cheng had already mastered the theoretical knowledge, and now the class felt very boring as before. He could only take out his mobile phone to read various news. The classmates on the side looked at Zhang Cheng and saw that he could play with his mobile phone during class, and they all cast envious eyes. This treatment is really unique. The time spent on the phone always passes quickly. The pleasant bell rang, and the morning classes were over. Zhang Cheng was about to leave the classroom to go to the cafeteria to eat, but was stopped by Bai Yuling, who had not left yet. Come to my dormitory for lunch. I ordered too much food and I can't finish it by myself. After saying that, Bai Yuling walked towards her dormitory, and Zhang Cheng hurriedly followed behind her. Chapter 171 Diancie. Zhang Cheng followed Bai Yuling all the way to her room. Where's the food? Zhang Cheng asked in confusion when he didn't see any lunch after he came in. How can it be that fast? The takeaway will take a while to arrive, Bai Yuling rolled her eyes and complained. Haha, so that's how it is, Zhang Cheng scratched his head and said embarrassedly. Wait here for a moment, I have something to give you, Bai Yuling said and entered the room. About 3 minutes later, Bai Yuling came out holding a pink elf egg. This is an elf egg I got by chance. I already have enough elves and can't take care of them all, so I'll give it to you. Bai Yuling handed the elf egg in her hand to Zhang Cheng. Zhang Cheng reached out to take the elf egg and looked at it curiously. The whole elf egg is composed of pink and brown, with pink occupying most of the area, dotted with small parts of brown spots. Looking at the elf egg in front of him, Zhang Cheng felt that this was definitely not an ordinary elf egg. Thinking of this, Zhang Cheng turned on his detection function to check the detailed information of this Pokémon egg. Name, Diancie, level 0, gender, none gender qualification, as attributes, fairy, rock carrying props, none basic skills, none learning skills, none inherited skills, none characteristics, eternal pure body. Pokémon with this characteristic will not have their energy reduced by the opponent's moves or characteristics. Notes, Diancie, a gem Pokémon, a mutant of small diamonds, with a pink glow all over its body. It is considered the most beautiful in the world. This look shocked Zhang Cheng. It turned out to be a divine beast egg. This S-level divine beast egg, Bai Yuling actually gave it to him like this. Sister, do you know what kind of Pokémon egg this is? Zhang Cheng was not sure if Bai Yuling knew about the Pokémon egg. How could such a precious Pokémon be given away casually? Of course I know, Bai Yuling said playfully. Oh? What kind of Pokémon egg is it? Zhang Cheng asked with pretended curiosity. I won't tell you, you will know when the Pokémon hatches, Bai Yuling said mysteriously. Judging from Bai Yuling's conversation, it was obvious that she knew that this was Diancie's elf egg. Zhang Cheng didn't expect Bai Yuling to give him such a valuable elf egg. Just when Zhang Cheng was about to say something else, a knock on the door interrupted Zhang Cheng's thoughts. Bai Yuling went forward to open the door. The takeaway they ordered had arrived. Just as Bai Yuling said, they did order a lot of food. Zhang Cheng felt that the two of them couldn't finish half of it. Okay, eat quickly. I'm almost starving. I didn't have breakfast today, Bai Yuling said as she picked up her chopsticks and started eating. Seeing this, Zhang Cheng also started eating. He didn't intend to think too much. The most important thing in the world is eating. Fill your stomach first. The two of them ate heartily and swept away the takeaway they ordered. Zhang Ben thought that the two of them would only eat 2/3 of the amount at most, but they didn't expect that they would actually finish it all in the end. After finishing the meal, Zhang Cheng looked at Yanxi's elf egg in his hand and still hesitated. He felt that this gift was too expensive. What are you thinking about? Do you think the gift from your sister is too expensive? Bai Yuling asked Zhang Cheng, who seemed to be hesitant to speak. Yes, Zhang Cheng nodded. But he didn't know what to say. Don't think too much. This elf egg is more suitable for you, Bai Yuling said meaningfully. Seeing that Bai Yuling insisted on letting him take the elf egg, Zhang Cheng stopped asking and put the elf egg away. After getting the elf egg, Zhang Cheng returned to his dormitory to keep Yanxi's elf egg, and then searched for some hatching methods for mythical beast eggs on his mobile phone. According to the records of experts in this world, mythical beast eggs are very different from ordinary eggs. Each mythical beast has a tenacious vitality and a long hatching period. The mythical beast eggs do not need to use any device to help hatch, and the hatching time cannot be confirmed. You just need to wait for the mythical beast eggs to hatch by themselves. After learning this, Zhang Cheng carefully put away the elf egg. Since the mythical beast eggs do not need hatching devices, he only needs to keep the elf eggs and wait for Yanxi to be born. After putting the elf eggs away, Zhang Cheng returned to the classroom again. The afternoon class was about to begin. In the afternoon, as usual, Bai Yuling did not continue to teach, but handed out a set of test papers for the students to do. Only by constantly practicing to deepen the impression can the results of theoretical courses be improved. After all, the proportion of theoretical courses in the college entrance examination is still quite large, and learning theoretical knowledge well can make up for the lack of strength. However, Zhang Cheng had no interest in these test papers as usual. He simply took a look and continued to swipe his phone. Only by doing this way can he not feel bored. You don't do the test papers well again. Just as Zhang Cheng was swiping his phone boredly, Bai Yuling sent a message. Sister, I don't want to do it either, but these questions are too simple, I can do them all, Zhang Cheng replied helplessly. Okay, I feel so bored too, Bai Yuling thought for a while and then continued, let's play games together, otherwise I have nothing to do. Just now you were talking about me, Zhang Cheng sent a rolling eye expression. Haha, log in quickly, Bai Yuling said mischievously. In the next few hours, Zhang Cheng and Bai Yuling played various online games. The time spent playing games always passed very quickly. Zhang Cheng felt that he had not played a few games before the bell for the end of get out of class rang. After class, Zhang Cheng fled from the classroom. He hated the oppressive feeling of the classroom. After leaving the classroom, Zhang Cheng found Yi Yuan as usual. The two went to the cafeteria to have dinner together, and then went to the training ground to train the elves. The days repeated like this, one day of theoretical knowledge class and one day of practical training class. After class, Zhang Cheng and Yi Yuan would practice together. A month passed quickly. During this month, Zhang Cheng's elves were upgraded by 1 level. Now the fast-swimming frog and the Pidgeot are already level 33. According to the current progress, Zhang Cheng felt that he could upgrade the fast-swimming frog and the Pidgeot to level 36 within half a month before the college entrance examination. At that time, the Pidgeot would evolve into Pidgeot, and it would become very convenient for him to travel, and he would no longer have to take a taxi. Today, Zhang Cheng came to the classroom to attend a theoretical knowledge class as usual. Just when Zhang Cheng was feeling drowsy during the class, the school suddenly sent a notice on the radio, saying that other high schools were coming to compete, and asked the students in the elite class to gather. Chapter 172 The Challenge of Jinling No. 1 Middle School. Hearing the call for assembly on the school broadcast, Zhang Cheng immediately became alert. It looked like he didn't need to continue attending classes in the classroom. After hearing the school broadcast, Bai Yuling also asked everyone to leave the classroom and go to the school's battle site. Since the other party wanted to compete, it must be at the training ground. When Zhang Cheng arrived at the training ground, he found that the students of Elite Class 2 were already fighting with the other party. Elite Class 2 happened to be taking a practical theory class today, so they immediately fought with a trainer from Jinling No. 1 Middle School. Through observation, Zhang Cheng found that there were a total of 5 trainers from Jinling University this time, and they must be the elites of their school. At this time, Hao Changguang from Elite Class 2 was fighting with a trainer from Jinling University. Hao Changguang's Nuanyun Pig had now reached level 27 and evolved into Chao Chao Pig. The trainer who fought with Hao Changguang was named Jinwu, and the Pokémon he used was the evolved form of the Fire Type 3 Pokémon, Infernape. It was the first time Zhang Cheng saw a Fire Rock Rat. He curiously opened the system to check the information of this Fire Rock Rat. Name, Fire Rock Rat, level 29, gender, male, qualification, B attribute, fire carried items, none, basic skills, impact, stare, smoke screen, sparks, lightning flash, flame wheel, change circle, learning skills, charged flame attack, crazy volt, inherited skills, flame splash, see-through, scratch characteristics, fire induction. Pokémon with this characteristic will not be harmed by fire attribute attacks, and will enhance the power of their next fire attribute attack. Note, Fire Rock Rat, Volcano Pokémon, the evolution of Flame Ball Rat. The fur covering its body will never burn, no matter what kind of fire attack it is. This Fire Rock Rat is pretty good, and its level and qualifications are very outstanding among its peers. But Fire Rock Rat has the characteristic of fire induction, which means that all the fire attribute attacks that Zhao Zhaozu is good at are ineffective. Of course, Rock Rat couldn't take advantage of Hao Changguang's Fried Pig because it had thick fat. Fire and Ice attribute skills would be halved against Fried Pig. In addition, Fried Pig was already resistant to fire attacks, so Rock Rat's fire attack had no effect on Fried Pig. Both sides could only use non-fire attribute skills to attack. Rock Rat had a certain advantage in level. After a long battle, Fried Pig began to fall behind. Rock Rat, use Crazy Volt. Jinwu saw that the opponent's Fried Pig was in poor condition, so he chose to let Rock Rat use its best non-fire attribute skills to attack. After hearing the trainer's order, Rock Rat began to quickly absorb the surrounding electric energy, and a large amount of electric energy began to gather towards Rock Rat. Rock Rat attached the absorbed electric energy to its body, and its entire body turned into a yellow light ball under the wrapping of electric current. After condensing Crazy Volt, Rock Rat accelerated by running, carrying powerful electric energy to attack Fried Pig. Zhao Zhaozu used the tile-splitting skill. Hao Changguang also asked Zhao Zhaozu to use his best fighting skill, the tile-splitting skill, to counterattack. Zhao Zhaozu quickly condensed a fighting energy around him, and a large amount of fighting energy gathered on Zhao Zhaozu's right hand. After absorbing the energy, Zhao Zhaozu turned his palm into a blade, attached the powerful fighting energy to his hand, and then chopped it hard at the attacking Fire Rock Rat. Fire Rock Rat's Crazy Volt and Zhao Zhaozu's tile-splitting attack collided together, and both Pokémon were bounced away by the powerful impact force. After being attacked by Zhao Zhaozu, Fire Rock Rat's health was directly reduced to only 1/6. Obviously, the power of this tile-splitting attack was very strong. Zhao Zhaozu's health was not very healthy. Now he was hit by Crazy Volt head-on. After holding on for a few seconds, he still fell to the ground and lost his ability to fight. Is the strength of your Zhang Cheng No. 1 Middle School so bad? The monitor of the elite class is so weak, Jinwu sneered disdainfully after defeating the monitor of Class 2, Hao Changguang. Hearing the other party's ridicule, Hao Changguang was very angry, but there was nothing he could do. Can you come with someone who is strong? You guys are too disappointing to me. I am only the 5th strongest in Jinling No. 1 Middle School, Jinwu said disdainfully. Is the quality of trainers in Jinling No. 1 Middle School so high? Zhang Cheng thought in his heart. Hao Changguang's strength in Zhang Cheng No. 1 Middle School can definitely be ranked in the top 3, but he can't beat the other party and only ranks 5th. Seeing that the other party was coming aggressively and arrogantly, Zhang Cheng was ready to go forward to educate them. Just when Zhang Cheng was about to take action, Yi Yan took the lead. Who said that we have no one in Zhang Cheng No. 1 Middle School? Let me meet you. Yi Yan walked out of the crowd of Class 2 and came to Jinwu and said. Come on, no problem, Jinwu said nonchalantly. Let's keep it simple and have a 2v2 duel. Do you dare? No problem, but I advise you not to be too confident. It will be embarrassing if you get slapped in the face later, Yi Chen said with a smile. Let's talk about it when you have the strength. Jinwu looked like he was sure of victory. Butterfree, It's you, go, Giraga. Both sides sent out their starting Pokemon at the same time. Yi-Chen chose Butterfree as usual, while Jinwoo sent out a ground-type Giraga. Yi-Chen opened the system and quickly scanned the information of this Giraga. Name, Giraga, level 28, gender, female, qualification, B attribute, ground carrying props, none, basic skills, bone stick, cry, shake tail, headbutt, stare, gather energy, bone boomerang, anger, stop at the right time, learning skills, stomp, hold, genetic skills, double kick, iron head, characteristics, lightning rod. Pokemon with this characteristic will absorb all electric attacks on the field, will not be harmed, and will increase their special attack. Notes: Giraga, a bone-loving Pokemon, although small in size, has one of the highest attack and defense powers. After reading the data of this Giraga, Zhang Cheng felt that there was not much pressure for Yi-Chen, because Yi-Chen's Butterfree was already level 32. Zhang Cheng believed that Yi-Chen could crush his opponent in terms of combat experience and level. Giraga used the bone stick to attack. Jinwoo didn't want to waste time. He wanted to defeat Yi-Chen as quickly as possible and let the opponent know how powerful he was. Giraga, after hearing Jinwoo's command, Giraga quickly swung the bone stick in his hand. As the bone stick swung, a large amount of ground energy gathered and attached to the bone stick. After the bone stick absorbed a large amount of ground energy, it quickly attacked Butterfree in the air under Giraga's control. Chapter 173, Tried and Tested. Butterfree, use guard. Seeing the opponent's Giraga using a special bone stick attack, Yi-Chen made the safe choice to let Butterfree use guard. Butterfree quickly flapped its wings, and a large amount of energy gathered. Under Butterfree's control, this energy turned into a transparent barrier. The guard barrier created by Butterfree seemed weak, but it was actually indestructible. Giraga's bone stick hit the barrier and was directly bounced out. Butterfree, use energy ball. Yi-Chen had already taught Butterfree the grass-attributed attack skills, and now was the time to use them. The grass-attributed skills had a control effect on Giraga, and if they hit, they could cause serious damage to it. After hearing Yi-Chen's instructions, Butterfree quickly condensed the grass-attributed energy around it, and a large amount of grass-attributed energy turned into a ball of emerald green energy under Butterfree's control. The energy ball quickly formed above Butterfree's head. After the energy ball was successfully condensed, it attacked Giraga with powerful destructive power. Giraga, use guard. Jinwoo was also stunned when he saw Yi-Chen's Butterfree use the grass attribute skill. He didn't know that Butterfree could learn the grass attribute skill energy ball. Giraga, who only had the ground attribute, was very afraid of grass attribute attacks. Jinwoo didn't dare to let Giraga resist this move, but chose to use guard to fight back. Giraga quickly rotated the bone stick in his hand, and a large amount of energy began to gather around the bone stick. After the energy was absorbed, it turned into a transparent barrier in front of Giraga's control. Butterfree's energy ball hit the barrier, and the barrier suddenly made a sizzling sound. This was the noise produced by the skill trying to break through the barrier. It is not so easy to break the barrier, and finally Giraga resisted this energy ball attack from Butterfree. Butterfree used the wind attack. After the attack was blocked, Yi-Chen launched another attack, not giving the opponent any chance to breathe. Zhang Cheng, who was watching the battle below, saw Yi-Chen use the wind skill and knew what he wanted to do. Jinwoo's Gala would soon be in trouble. After the energy was formed, Giraga threw out the bone stick in a special way, and the bone stick quickly attacked Butterfree like a boomerang. The bone stick was very fast, and it hit Butterfree's body in an instant. The bone boomerang did not end after the attack, but continued to circle and hit Butterfree again with the same attack strength. After being attacked by Giraga's bone boomerang, Butterfree's health was directly knocked down by 1/3. On the other side, Giraga was directly hit by the wind skill because he did not defend. Giraga's health was only reduced by 1/6. Haha, is the damage of your Butterfree skill so weak? Jinwoo was in a good mood when he saw that his Giraga only lost 1/6 of his health. I hope you can still say such words later. Yi-Chen coldly commanded Butterfree to continue. Butterfree, use the energy ball attack. Yi-Chen continued to choose to use the grass attribute trick that restrains ground-type elves to attack. What's going on? Why did my Giraga suddenly fall asleep? Jinwoo looked at the sleeping Giraga in front of him and felt very confused. Oh no. Jinwoo suddenly thought of the wind-raising skill just now. Butterfree should have mixed sleeping powder into the wind-raising attack. Yeon's move is simply hard to defend against. Trainers who fight for the first time will fall into this trick, and it works every time. Where is your confidence just now? Yeon said coldly. Butterfree, use mental power to take him away. Seeing that the opponent's Giragira had been beaten to low health, Yeon chose to let Butterfree use a psychic skill with extremely fast attack speed to attack. Butterfree also knew the principle of quick victory, and quickly condensed the psychic energy around it, and a large amount of psychic energy rushed towards Butterfree. These psychic energies were transformed into powerful telekinesis under Butterfree's control. After the powerful telekinesis took shape, it quickly swept towards Giragira. At this time, Giragira was still in a sleeping state and could not attack, and of course had no way to defend. The mental power quickly hit Giragira's body. After receiving this fatal blow, Giragira's health points were directly emptied, and it lost its ability to fight. What else do you want to say now? Yeon said to Jinwoo playfully. Humph, don't be too proud too soon. I still have a second Pokémon. Your little hypnotic trick is no longer useful to me. Of course, Jinwoo would not directly admit his failure. Come back, Giragira. Jinwoo took out the Pokéball to take back Giragira, who had lost its ability to fight, and then sent out the second Pokémon to fight. It's decided to be you, Umbreon. Chapter 174 Victory over Jinwoo. Jinwoo's second Pokémon is the evolution of Eevee, the evil attributed Umbreon. Watching the appearance of Umbreon, Zhang Cheng curiously opened the system and checked the Pokémon's data. Name, Umbreon, level 28, gender, male, qualification, B attribute, evil, carrying props, none, basic skills, impact, tail shaking, calling, sand throwing, lightning flash, bite, chase, strange light, surprise attack, malicious pursuit, learning skills, evil wave, inherited skills, fake cry, see-through, curse characteristics, synchronization. Pokémon with this characteristic can transmit their poisoning, paralysis or burning status to the opponent. Note, Umbreon, a moonlight Pokémon, is the evolution of Eevee. When the moon's wave shines on its body, the circle pattern will bloom with a faint light, evoking incredible power. So far, Zhang Cheng has read the information of Jinwoo's 3 Pokémon in a row. The qualifications of each Pokémon of Jinwoo are very good, and they are all relatively rare Pokémon. From this point, Zhang Cheng can see that Jinwoo's family conditions must be extraordinary. It is likely that he has accumulated resources to achieve his current results. Moon Eevee is an evil attribute Pokémon. Half of Butterfree's skills are psychic related. It is still a bit disadvantageous to face Moon Eevee, because evil attribute Pokémon are immune to all psychic damage. Zhang Cheng believes that it is the best choice for Yeon to replace Heracross now. The insect type and fighting type tricks that Heracross is good at have a good control effect on the evil attribute Moon Eevee. However, Yeon did not choose to replace the Pokémon, and continued to use Butterfree to fight, and was very confident in his own strength. Butterfree used the insect attack. Yeon knew that psychic skills had no effect on Moon Eevee, so he chose to let Butterfree use the insect type skill that he had recently learned, the insect attack. Butterfree flapped its wings, quickly condensing the insect attribute energy around it, and a large amount of insect attribute energy gathered in Butterfree's mouth. Under Butterfree's control, these rich insect attribute energies turned into a series of sound waves, which quickly flew towards Umbreon after they took shape. Umbreon used the dark wave. Jinwoo chose to confront head-on, as he was very confident in Umbreon's attack power. After hearing the trainer's command, Umbreon quickly condensed a large amount of black dark energy, which was released under Umbreon's control, forming a series of powerful waves. The dark waves took shape one after another, and under Umbreon's control, they attacked Butterfree in the air. The attacks of both sides hit each other at the same time. Butterfree was attacked by the dark wave, and in addition to the previous attack by Giragira, its health value has now dropped to only 1/3. Umbreon on the other side was attacked by the insect sound wave, and immediately let out a painful cry. Bug-type skills also have a restraining effect on the dark Umbreon. Under this attack of the insect, Umbreon's health value was directly knocked down by half. Is the attack power of this Butterfree so high? Jinwoo was shocked when he saw that Moon Eevee was hit to half health. Butterfree used the wind attack. Yeon used the routine again and asked Butterfree to attack with a wind attack skill. After Butterfree heard Yeon's command, It began to gather the flying energy around it. Under Butterfree's control, these flying energies turned into two small whirlwinds and floated towards Moon Eevee. Moon Eevee, get out of the way. Jinwoo saw that the opponent used this trick again, and he didn't dare to be careless. He quickly asked Moon Eevee to retreat and avoid it. If Moon Eevee was hypnotized in its current state, it would basically be defeated. Moon Eevee heard Jinwoo's anxious command and also raised his legs and quickly retreated. The speed of the whirlwind was not very far, and Moon Eevee dodged in advance and easily avoided this attack. Very good, Butterfree, use another insect attack. Yeon's mouth corners rose. Jinwoo had been tricked. This time, Butterfree's whirlwind did not carry sleep powder. When Moon Eevee spent a lot of time dodging, Yeon commanded Butterfree to take the opportunity to use another powerful insect attack. Butterfree quickly flapped its wings, and the insect energy around it rushed in crazily. All of this energy finally gathered in Butterfree's mouth. Under Butterfree's control, the insect energy turned into powerful sound waves, and after the sound waves took shape, they attacked Moon Eevee. What? Jinwoo looked at Butterfree, who was about to attack, his face full of disbelief, because Butterfree could not use 3 skills in such a short time. Thinking of this, Jinwoo realized that he was tricked by the opponent. Butterfree's wind attack this time did not come with hypnotic powder. Moon Eevee, use see-through. In a panic, Jinwoo chose to let Moon Eevee use see-through. See-through is somewhat similar to guard, both of which can dissolve the opponent's attack. The difference is that guard is to resist by creating a strong defensive barrier, while see-through is to predict the opponent's attack in advance through skills, so as to quickly dodge. Moon Eevee saw the attacking insect sound wave and quickly gathered the fighting energy on his eyes. Soon Moon Eevee saw the attack trajectory and landing point of the sound wave and raised his legs to dodge. But Moon Eevee was still a step slower. He had wasted a lot of time and energy to avoid the whirlwind attack. The insect attack fell directly on the body of Moon Eevee. Under the attack of the powerful insect attribute skill, Moon Eevee's health was directly emptied and lost its combat ability. Well done, Butterfree. Yeon took out the Pokeball and took back Butterfree. How about it? Do you have anything else to say now? Yeon looked at Jinwoo and said. Jinwoo's face was very ugly at this time. He just spoke wildly, but now he couldn't stop. You are indeed quite strong, but Jinwoo is only the weakest among us. Defeating him doesn't prove anything. Just when Jinwoo was embarrassed, another trainer from Jinling No. 1 Middle School stepped forward to help him out. The man's name was Zhang Cheng, and he was ranked 3rd in strength among Jinling No. 1 Middle School. Oh? If you don't agree, you can come up and have a fight. Yeon didn't care about that. Facing the other party's doubts, he chose to solve them in the most straightforward way. Okay, Zhang Cheng was waiting for Yeon to say this. Zhang Cheng quickly walked to the stage and said to Yeon confidently, the rules of the game are still 2v2. One of your Pokemon is not in good condition, and I don't want to take advantage of you. Stop talking nonsense and get started. Yeon didn't have a good face for these people who came to cause trouble. Chapter 175 Double Return. Go, Heracross, Iron Palm Warrior, prepare for battle. Both sides sent out their starting elves at the same time. Yeon chose Heracross as Zhang Cheng expected, but Zhang Cheng's starting elf surprised Zhang Cheng a little. Generally speaking, for a top fighter like Zhang Cheng from Jinling No. 1 Middle School, the starting elf should most likely be from the 3 great families. Zhang Cheng curiously opened the system and checked the specific data of this Iron Palm Warrior. Name, Iron Palm Warrior, level 30, gender, male, qualification, B attribute, fighting, carrying props, none, basic skills, impact, gathering key, throwing sand, pushing, high 5 surprise attack, power, shooting down, leverage throw, belly drum, awakening learning skills, chopping tiles, lower body kick, inherited skills, awakening slap, bullet punch, fake characteristics, forced. The additional effects of the skills used by the Pokemon with this characteristic will disappear, but the skills used as a result will be more powerful. Notes, Iron Palm Warrior, a pushing Pokemon, the evolution of Corporal Muley. Has the habit of wanting to compete with others immediately. He once stood on the railway and pushed the oncoming train away. After reading the data of this Iron Palm Warrior, Zhang Cheng nodded. It is indeed a very strong fighting Pokemon. It is completely fine as a starting Pokemon. Iron Palm Warrior can be said to be the representative of fighting spirits. Almost all of its attack methods are fighting skills, and they are powerful and lethal. But according to Zhang Cheng's analysis, this Iron Palm warrior has no chance of defeating Heracross. Heracross has a resistance effect on fighting skills, and Heracross also has an advantage in level. Yeon's Heracross is now level 32, and Iron Palm warrior is level 30. Being at a disadvantage in both attributes and level, Zhang Cheng can't think of any turning point. Iron Palm warrior, use belly drum. This Song Qing is also a ruthless person. At the beginning, he directly let Iron Palm warrior use the belly drum skill. This skill will lose half of its own health, and the benefit obtained is that the attack power is directly pulled to the maximum. Song Qing obviously needs to defeat Yeon with a crushing advantage. Iron Palm warrior condenses energy. As this energy is absorbed, Iron Palm warrior's health value begins to drop rapidly until it stops when half of its health value is left. After the health value is consumed, these energies were quickly injected into the body of the Iron Palm warrior. Through these energies, the Iron Palm warrior's attack power was directly increased to the maximum. Heracross used the swallow return attack. Yeon chose to let Heracross use the flying skills that restrain the fighting Iron Palm warrior to attack. Yeon and Song Qing had the same idea, both wanted to quickly get rid of the opponent. Seeing that the opponent used the belly drum, Yeon did not plan to defend. Heracross flapped his wings and quickly took off. After arriving in the air, he quickly condensed a flying energy around his body. A large amount of flying energy rushed towards Heracross. After absorbing this energy, Heracross's entire body attacked the Iron Palm warrior at an extremely fast speed. The Iron Palm warrior was very slow and had no time to dodge, and was directly hit by Heracross's swallow return attack. After this attack, the Iron Palm warrior's health value was less than 1/3. HMPH, as long as the Iron Palm warrior hasn't fallen, you have no chance, Song Qing murmured confidently in his heart when he saw that the opponent's attack did not directly defeat the Iron Palm warrior. Iron Palm warrior, use the fierce push attack. Song Qing commanded the Iron Palm warrior to counterattack and use the most skilled fierce push attack. After hearing the command, the Iron Palm warrior opened his hands and madly absorbed the fighting energy around him. The absorbed fighting energy was gathered in the palm of the Iron Palm warrior and slapped towards Heracross. Under the buff effect of the belly drum, the attack power of the Iron Palm warrior reached a very amazing level. Facing the terrifying attack power of the Iron Palm warrior, Yeon was not panicked at all and commanded Heracross to respond. Heracross, double return. Yeon chose to let the Iron Palm warrior use the fighting trick of the double return, which can return the physical damage suffered by the opponent in the form of double. Of course, if the elf is defeated directly, the double return will naturally not be triggered. Yeon also knows this. The current Iron Palm warrior can kill the elves of the same level in seconds, but this is based on the absence of attribute resistance. Heracross has twice the resistance to fighting skills, and is still at full health. Yeon is confident that Heracross can withstand the Iron Palm warrior's push attack and then return it twice. Heroes, Heracross quickly condensed powerful fighting energy, which formed a special light film on Heracross's skin. After the light film condensed and formed, the Iron Palm warrior's push attack came. 4 consecutive push attacks, each palm contained terrifying attack power. After the 4 consecutive push attacks ended, Heracross's health was only the last 1/6, and he successfully resisted the Iron Palm warrior's push attack. Seeing Heracross holding off the opponent's attack, Yeon was also relieved. He still underestimated the attack power of the Iron Palm warrior. If this push could hit the most perfect 5 attacks, Heracross would definitely not be able to withstand it. But there are not so many ifs. Now Heracross has withstood the opponent's attack, and the outcome of this battle is already determined. After the Iron Palm warrior's attack, Heracross launched a double return. An energy twice as powerful as the Iron Palm warrior's attack quickly condensed and then attacked the Iron Palm warrior in front of him. The double return attack hit the Iron Palm warrior, and the last 1/6 of his health was emptied, and he fell to the ground and lost his ability to fight. The power of Heracross's double return was twice that of the push. Even the Iron Palm warrior with full blood might not be able to take this terrifying blow. Come back, Iron Palm warrior. Song Qing quickly took back the Iron Palm warrior who had lost his ability to fight, and without saying much, he threw out the Pokeball and sent out the second Pokemon to fight. Go, Forest Turtle. Song Qing's second Pokemon is the evolution of Grass Turtle, and Zhang Cheng guessed that this Forest Turtle is most likely Song Qing's first starter Pokemon. Heracross, come back and rest. Yi-Yan also took back his first starter Pokemon, and then threw out the second Pokeball. It's decided to be you, Forest Lizard. The second Pokemon Yi-Yan sent out is also a Grass-type starter Pokemon, the evolution of Wood Lizard. End of this chapter. Thank you very much for reaching the end. Don't forget to like. Looking for more exclusive content and immediate access? Subscribe to our Patreon. Remember, every like, subscription, or donation encourages us to continue. Thanks to everyone, see you in the next video.